Hello, hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Had a little bit of the long buzzer there, but we made it. Happy Tuesday evening to you, everyone. Good to see you. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. What is up, Guydock, White Lotus, Space Master, Swooping Hawk, Sammy, Rolsey, Helichrome, Armored Shoes, True Basic, Lockout for the 8th month in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. There is Team Modern Super League, but I'm not in it tonight. So other people are competing. Our next Team Modern Super League is the 27th, I believe. So keep an eye out for that. I'll remind you as it gets closer. What's up, Armor Shoes? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. Thank you. What's up, Die? Filthy Casual for Life. Engineered Fun. Nightbot, of course. Quaker, good to see ya. Hello, everyone. So I'm super excited. We're gonna have some fun tonight. I know there's still restore balance or still Jace in the deck. I've run into this problem. All the spicy decks that show up now tend to have Jace. Like, there's tons of decks that don't have Jace, and Jace hasn't broken the format yet by any stretch. But a lot of the sweet decks all of a sudden have Jace in them. So I'm not intentionally trying to play Jace decks, just that the decks that I think are cool, like restore balance, which I thought was cool when Jace was banned, happens to have Jace now. So it's not an intentional thing. So hopefully we're going to make our opponents a little bit miserable. I will explain the Greater Gargadon and everything as we go through the deck. The deck is actually really cool. If you are Dragon Mage, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. And a guy called Squid for the 2nd month in a row. Hey, thank you for the compliment. Big Scoops here for our new subscribers. Trick and Ryan, welcome you to the Fishbowl as well. Big Scoops here for you. How have my interactions with Reddit been? I get along super well with Reddit. Me and Reddit I have told this story before, but Reddit is actually how I got started making content. If it wasn't for posting things in the MTG Finance subreddit, would never be making content or videos or any of that stuff. So I definitely have an appreciation for Reddit, even though I definitely know that it's hit or miss, and then you never know what you will find on Reddit. So, Thomas, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. So let me pull up your deck list, Cryptic, if I can. And I will get to it in a minute as we get going, after we get through our leagues. What's up, No Mason? Rolsey, Thomas. Alright, so let's do some reminders, talk about this deck, and then we can talk about whatever you want to talk about as we go through our league tonight. So, reminder number 1, MTG Goldfish Replay YouTube. You can find all the old streams, including this one, in the future. Of course, the normal YouTube. We had a super sweet budget Magic deck yesterday. What did you think of, what's up, Embrace the Vape? What did you think of Watley Cultivator tokens, Cultivator Watley tokens? I think that deck's actually pretty legit. We might end up playing that one on stream. I saw this Restore Balance deck, so we kind of had to play it, but we might play the non-budget version of Cultivator Watley tokens, because I think that deck is actually super sweet. What's up, Zane Fast? Jaguar, Blackjack, welcome to the Fishbowl. 17 months, that's a long one. Thank you for your subscriptions. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, so check out the YouTube channel. Against the Odds coming up tomorrow, featuring, oh my god, Hedron alignment. Aligning the Hedrons is ridiculously hard. I had a reminder. I have not played Hedron alignment since it was in Standard. Good lord, is that a hard win condition to actually achieve. It is so challenging. Rolsey for the 16th month in a row. That is close to 2 babies. You're correct. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. Of course, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats. I saw the mock-ups for the next version of tokens, the Goldfish tokens. They're not ready yet. It'll still be a while, but they're looking pretty sweet, so I'm excited for that. But check that out if you're looking for a way to support the stream and the channel and the site. And of course, donations available down below. Certainly not required, but always appreciated. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. And someone was asking earlier, the donations directly support me. So definitely support the channel and the site and all that stuff. But if you're looking to directly support me, donations are the easiest way to do it. But supporting the Goldfish site also like indirectly supports me, because Goldfish is like everything I do. Anyway, so those are reminders. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if we ever align the Hedrids. That card, oh man, it is. The problem with Hedrid alignment, and I'm not going to go too much into it because we're probably going to talk about it We're probably going to talk about it tomorrow during the Against the Odds video, but it is hard to get all 4 copies. Like, that's what makes it so challenging, is to actually get the all 4 copies. Anyway, tonight's deck, Hedron Alignment, that's for tomorrow. We are playing Restore Balance. So if you are a long-time fan of the YouTube channel and stuff, Restore Balance, I think, was like the first ever Budget Magic deck we played, like years ago, maybe 3 years ago, something like that. But, so I have a soft spot in my heart for Restore Balance decks, because they make opponents miserable, and they can be really good. Wiseman, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops tier for our new subscriber. So, yeah, so here's what we got going on. We are playing Restore Balance. If you're not familiar with Restore Balance itself, normally you gotta suspend it for 6, and then it's Literal Balance, a card that is so good it's restricted in Vintage. Each player chooses a number of lands they control equal to the lowest amount of lands anyone controls, sacks the rest, does the same with creatures, does the rest with cards in hand. So we're not waiting 6 turns to Restore Balance. We actually have 8 Restore Balances in our deck because we have these Cascade spells. Violent Outburst, Ardent Plea. Every time we cast them, the only card that they can hit is Restore Balance. So our plan is to break the symmetry, essentially, of Restore Balance. Hopefully, wipe away all of our opponent's hand, all of their board, all of their creatures, but still have something left behind to win the game. So the way we go about doing this is actually a lot of different ways, but people were asking about Greater Gargadon. This is to break the land symmetry. So we suspend Greater Gargadon, we cast Restore Balance. When we have the Restore Balance on the stack, we can sacrifice all of our lands, which will then force our opponent to sack all their lands. The trick is, we're not really relying on lands. We only got 16 lands because we have a bunch of border posts to keep making mana, even after we wipe everything away, because Restore Balance does not affect artifacts. Otherwise, our finishers are Jason Mind Sculptor, Nahiri getting Emrakul. Planeswalkers also not affected by Restore Balance, which means they sit on the battlefield, survive, then we can hopefully, once the board is cleared with the Restore Balance, win the game with our Planeswalkers. Otherwise, we can't really play anything that cost 1 or 2 or 0 mana, I guess, non-land cards, because of our Cascade spells. So our removal is O-Ring, we have some Blood Moons, we can get them early with Simian Spirit Guide, coming back in Masters 25. Detention Sphere for more removal, a Fiery Justice, because 3 mana removal. Sideboard has this same restriction where we can't actually play anything that's cheap. So we got a lot of weird looking spells. We got a Forest. I don't know why we have a Forest, actually. I guess I should have thought about that before going live, but we do have a Forest. Otherwise, Fiery Justice for removal, Kozilek's Return, more removal, kind of sweep the board. Ingot Chewer is our disenchant that costs 5 mana, but only 1 mana if we evoke it. Ricochet Trap to force our Restore Balance through counter spells. Ravenous Trap to ravage the graveyards. Leyline of Sanctity to protect against combo and burn and discard. O-Ring for more removal. And that's our deck for tonight. Restore Balance for Modern. Are we missing a card? Oh no! Oh no, something didn't get imported. Oh, now we gotta pull up the deck list. What card are we missing from the... What are we missing? There's 60 in the main, it says. We're missing something. Oh, Dead Gons. Do I have Dead Gons? Moto doesn't like importing split cards. So we have Dead Gone, which I guess technically, because of the rules change, no longer gets hit by... So maybe... I'm confused, though. It says we should have 2 Dead Gons, but then we have too many cards in our sideboard. What is going on with this deck? Maybe we just take out the Forest? Maybe that's unnecessary. It does say Forest on the deck list, though. I don't know what's going on with the sideboard. I don't know if we want Hover Barrier. Alright, let's go down the... Oh, no! Oh! Did I just delete my entire sideboard? Oh! 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 I'll give myself a punt on that one. Alright, so, real quick, before we start our league, we need to reassemble our sideboard. 2 Dead Gons. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. Counter, Flux. Counterflux. How quickly can we reassemble? One counterflux. Fiery Justice. One of those. Also, Kozilek's Return. Oh, button mashed. I can't actually see the... Oh my god. Alright, let's type return. Oh, there's a million of them. Alright, red. Only red cards that say return. Sort by... wait. I know I have one. I'm so confused. What is happening? Oh, Moto. Alright, new plan. New plan. Let's just start from scratch and re-import the deck. Alright, re-imported. Add in dead, gone. Alright. This Oblivion Ring doesn't want to be there. Sorry, I can't see the chat. I can't see the chat. We're having disasters all over. Alright, we have a legal deck. We're just going to run it real quick before anything else goes wrong. We made it. We made it. Alright, we made it. I've never done that before. I've never just accidentally deleted my entire sideboard. Alright, I can see the chat again. Sorry about that. Now we can actually play our league, and we're just going to go competitive and just try to make some opponents miserable. There is supposed to be a forest. Can you see Momir? We might play some Momir later. If our league goes quickly enough. Yeah, we had all kinds of punts. The forest is supposed to be there. Look at the deck list. There is a forest. I don't know why, but there is a forest. I have no idea. I have no idea why we have a forest, but it is supposed to be there. I didn't build this deck. I didn't. It was a 5-0 list from a league, and it had a forest. And they probably 5-0'd because of that forest, and if we take it out, everything's going to fall apart. It's an important forest. Forest for Blood Moon? I didn't click the wrong deck, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not sure why the forest is there. The forest seems essential. Violent Outburst, well, we have Border Post to help fix our mana, but having a basic forest does seem like it could be helpful. I mean, I don't know if we need that sideboard slot. Restore Balance decks aren't great sideboard slot decks anyway, because you can only afford so many... we're missing a land. Hayoto, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Alright. Not an exciting hand. We have... it is our lucky forest. It does make sense for Blood Moon. So that might be the reason. Although the Blood Moons are in the main deck. So if you are concerned about that, it seems like you would put it in the main deck. Swooping Hawk, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. There's our Cascade spell. I don't think we want a Cascade spell, though. I think we need mana first. I hope I didn't open a booster. That would be bad. I think the forest is important for feeding the children. Yeah, maybe we should have mulliganed even more aggressively. I think this hand's fine, though, if we hit our mana sources. Or Detention Spheres. Plus, our opponent will have no idea that we're playing Restore Balance based on the start. We do have Ravenous Trap as Graveyard Hate. We do not have Wismares. We have Ingot Chewers for artifacts. I think we can build as an As Foretold version of this, but I think you'd want to change it up a lot to have Ancestral Recalls, too. I missed 2 subscribers. Oh, no. All right. Let me see if I can pull them up on Streamlabs. Yeah, everything was out of whack with the sideboard issue. Let me see if I can pull up the subscribers that were missed. I hate missing subscribers. All right, who do we miss? Who do we miss that's in the Fishbowl? Swooping Hawk, we got that one. Weber33 with a Huffer Barrier. Also, Varen the Human and the Great Germ with the cheer. Thank you, everyone, for the subscriptions. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big scoops here for our new subscriber, along with Tweaker. Welcome you to the Fishbowl as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, boy. We're just going to get Grizzlebrand to death, aren't we? Huh. Well, at least our opponent won't know what our deck's doing when we lose to Grizzlebrand next turn. Oh, we're not going to cast a spell. We're not casting a spell. G Normal, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for you. What's up, 12 Taco Cat? How are you this evening? Yeah, I guess we should have just went to 5 because this hand looks pretty bad. Hey, welcome, Mula Bopi T 87. Oh my goodness. Welcome, welcome. Knight's Whisper, drawn some cards. So what do we want here? Simian Spirit Guide might be our best draw just to play Blood Moon. That shuts off some of our opponent's easiest ways to kill us. It shuts off Goryo's Vengeance right now. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I don't even know how we win from here. I guess we just hope our opponent doesn't have it for a while. Now it's the moment of truth. How do you feel about Induce Amnesia offensively on opponent's combo with cards like Spirit of the Labyrinth and Notion Thief? I see you, Nick Bale. I was just thinking about that for a budget Magic deck, but I'm not sure exactly how to make it work. Yeah, the question is it worth showing this border post, or is it better to have our opponent... Like, what are our odds of winning from here? They're not high. Joel, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. I mean, if you play a lot of Modern, border post, the first thing I would think of would be Restore Balance. That, especially if it's not a monocolor deck where you could think it was maybe a like Devotion list. Ooh, thank you for the cheers. Fajita Commands. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also Jesus Funk. Smitty! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Alright, we won't scoop. People are not a fan of the scooping, so we'll just border post, pick up the island. I mean, I think we probably, odds are in favor of us dying to Grizzlebrand this turn, and I really hate giving away this information. But you never know. Oh, odds are in favor of us dying? Yeah. Alright, well, yeah, we gave away some information for very much no reason. But we didn't scoop. The problem with D-Sphere is they win right away. There's no untapping once they reanimate. Like, maybe they fizzle, but the idea of this combo is that they just win the turn that they get a Grizzlebrand. I keep missing subs. Fajita Command, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. What's up, Stu? The minimum cheer shouldn't be 1. Awesome, dude. Twitch bug? I don't know. What do you think of the God Pharaoh's gift deck I showed you pre-stream? I think it's a fun idea. I'm not sure... I don't know. On paper, it looks like you wouldn't... I don't know how consistently God Pharaoh's gift would actually turn on, but maybe it plays more consistently than it actually looks in paper. This deck is actually pretty good. This hand is not good, but... Ooh, thank you, Fajita's Command, with the big scoops here, literally. 1,000 bytes. I'm so bad with the bits and bytes. Studying's good. Going well, Sniper. How are you tonight? Opponent, I don't know. I mean, I guess they got 19 cards in their hand. That's probably why they were thinking. I don't know why they went off during our turn. Maybe they're just going to through the breach us. I mean, it's probably tier 3, but it is like a real-ish deck. Feed the Clan could work. I don't even remember how the Feed the Kids thing started, honestly. Our opponent is not killing us, They're just going to discard the hand size and then reanimate? Yeah. That still means we're... I mean, I guess we could restore balance. Would give us a shot. Yeah, I don't know why... I do not understand what... I mean, I guess our opponent was thinking they were blue-white control and we're trying to play around a counter spell. They might still have no idea what we're playing, honestly. How much snow are you supposed to get in New York for the storm? Where I live, we're supposed to get 6 to 12 inches. I have no idea. I should probably keep up on stuff like that more. I know there's a modern tournament this weekend. SCG. That should be cool. But weather forecasts. Don't ask me about weather forecasts. Alright, World's Fine Worm. Opponent's discarding everything. Yeah, I don't know what our opponent's doing. I have no idea. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not like we can interact. We draw another border post. We can't restore balance. I mean, we're just going to do the same thing. $5 donation from Time Walk TV. Don't be scared to mulligan. Restore balance gets better as you mulligan. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you for the donation, Time Walk, and also for the advice. I mean, we mulliganed to 6, but maybe we should have just kept going. Our hands have not been... the hand wasn't great. Well, we'll pass the turn. We got to be dead here. Our opponent drew roughly 1 billion cards. All right, here we go. They're going to through the breach. They love this end step stuff. Opponent is the trickiest Griselbrand player I've ever seen. Just main face slam it, opponent. Just main face slam it. And it's only a World Spine Worm? That means technically restore balance would still get the job done. Actually, Detention Sphere deals with the worm tokens. How is our opponent not killing us? They drew... okay. They're going to kill us now. All right. Opponent, they got there. I don't know how our opponent... Those were some interesting ways of going about killing us. Yeah, 12 inches of snow that's normal day in upstate New York. We cast Restore Balance with Cascade spells, which we didn't have in hand that game, unfortunately. Alright, Griselbrand. We actually don't have much for this deck. We have Ravenous Trap. That's our big trump card. Otherwise, I mean, we have our Forest. Is this a Forest matchup? Counterflux is probably pretty good. Not sure what we're going down to bring those cards in. It might just be like O-Rings and Detention Spheres. I don't even know if Blood Moon is that good, honestly. It can be okay. I sent you a Naya Cultivator Godpharaoh's Gift List. Ooh, I'll have to look at it, dear Torbis. Let me take a look. Ansidort. I mean, we only have so many cards to bring in. If you can think of cards to bring in, definitely let me know. As for Told Restore Balance, that looks like a sweet, very different build, but Ancestral's nice with As for Told. Also Restore Balance. Kind of like a control deck version. Nelrum, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. Dead Gone? Do we really want a Dead Gone, people? I don't know if Leyline does enough, really. I mean, it does bounce. Okay, alright, we'll gone, people. Probably go down the Blood Moons. I mean, we really just want to restore balance. That's what we really want. More than anything. Seems like the worst J-Cell I've seen. Reality Smasher, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. When Seth plays anything, there is no balance. Seth will always try to win by drawing cards and making opponents scoop it up with ace before a sweet combo. Yeah, that is the plan. Wait, you don't have AF in here? Yeah, I mean... Is Borborgamos really... Like, is that really... Is fighting the Borborgamos battle really something that wins us the game, though? I mean, I guess we can go down... I don't even know. Alright, we'll bring in one Leyline. I don't think that fighting Borborgamos is really that helpful. Goblin Master, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Alright, on to the mulligans. Man, we've done a lot of mulliganing. So we have border posts like crazy. So do we just keep mulliganing here? Or do we trust that we draw into something? I mean, Jace is one of our best ways of winning the game. Well, we're not gonna I don't think you want to mull into ley line. We only have one ley line. That sounds like a extra crispy recipe. We'll keep. We'll keep. We get to scry. Counterflux. Ugh. I would like counterflux, but I would also like to border post on turn 1, which means we gotta crack a fetch land. I guess we gotta keep it. I sent you a pauper list called X-Main Alchemist with a picture attached. Did you see the picture? I did! The list looked pretty spicy. I like that one. Yeah, but you have to have a basic land for border posts. This does keep us alive, and our opponent did mulligan. And we do have the mana to cast it. Sort of. Alright, we're going to put it to the bottom. We're just going to border post. We're going to do our thing. We're going to try to combo. The other problem is if we play border post, they don't make blue or red mana, so they don't actually help us cast counterflux very easily. So Scalding Tarn, crack it, grab a island, and border post number 1. Pass the turn. Come on, restore balance. Not actual restore balance. Cascade spells for restore balance. Yeah, it probably will shuffle back to the top. Opponent has a scry land. When can we, where can you send me deck lists? I have a Modern Brewing belt to STG Worcester. You can always email them to me, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Oh, that is the, that is the daggers. That is not the draw we wanted. Scalding Tarn, crack Scalding Tarn, grab a mountain, and we will border post. Oh, not another restore balance. Well, this is the other reason Jace is actually helpful. Is it lets us put back restore balances when we restore balance flood. Okay. Well, now we have the question. Do we just... It's not a great restore balance here. Opponent would lose a land. They would lose... Opponent would lose one land and 2 cards from hand that they might want to discard anyway because of... I think we gotta wait. Let's play the island in case we somehow get to Jace. Pass the turn. Yeah, I don't think we want to do it yet. Playing the mountain was probably bad there. Probably should have waited and done it at instant speed. Yeah, I think that was probably not ideal. I don't know. Suspend restore balances? But then we can't put them back in our deck with Jace. Yes, we should have played the mountain. I agree. Opponent has Knight's Whisper. Plays a mountain. Faithless Looting. Let me see your pauper list, Nick Bale. Yes, yes, yes. We should have played the mountain. I still don't think we would have cast it here. Maybe we would have. Opponent passing. They don't have anything in the graveyard, so we're worried about, like, Spirit Guide. Alright, let's play a mountain. I think we're just going to Nahiri. That's got to be better, right? Yeah, play the mountain, run out Nahiri. We'd rather have a Planeswalker out before we restore balance anyway. Now we get to start looting with Nahiri. Yeah, that was a good draw. That was a good draw. If our opponent could go Spirit Guide through the Breach, Emrakul or something, then they drew well as well. So discard Restore Balance. Ooh, it's a combo. Dead Gone. I forgot all about Dead Gone. Mono White Voltron. Oh, that reminds me a lot of the Mono White Heroic deck. No, they really do have it? You gotta be joking. Alright, and opponent wins. Oh, Griselbrand. Griselbrand is a pretty miserable deck to have in the modern format, I have to say. Opponent, yep, keeps going, draws their entire deck. We don't have a gut shot to punish them. Not that it would matter anyway. Yeah, I mean, opponent had the perfect hand. I mean, the other thing is, like, yeah, this didn't work out the way we would have liked. If we had cast Restore Balance, though, there's a pretty decent chance that our opponent just, like, discards Griselbrand, reanimates it, and we lose. So it's not like Restore Balance was guaranteed to win us the game or anything. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Orcish Veteran, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, we are... I should probably just scoop. There's no way we win from here. Our opponent literally drew all except 12 cards from their deck, and they can probably draw more. Rituals, yeah. Alright, there's not really any sense in pretending. Well, off to a bad start. We were the ones not playing Magic that game. We did a lot of mulliganing. I don't know if I guess we cast Nahiri, but yikes. We did not cast much of anything that game. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, fair combo or unfair combo decks are definitely not where Restore Balance shines. We want to be playing against like Jund and creature decks that are just like playing things on the board and trying to win that way. That's where Restore Balance is good. You have to think about what Restore Balance does with wrathing creatures and wrathing lands, particularly creatures though. In matchups where creatures are important, Restore Balance is a lot better. In that matchup, not so much. Like, even if we could have Restore Balance at instant speed, it still wouldn't have done anything there. Veneval, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. Gitrog Monster in Modern, eh? Renaissance Toad. Ooh, Creeping Renaissance, that's spicy. Gitrog Monster is really sweet. Being legendary is a little bit annoying, and it takes a lot of building around. We keep getting these zero landers. Our deck needs one land, and we have not had those hands at all. We just need one land to start playing Border Post, but it's not meant to be. If we had a single land, this is basically the nut draw. We get to Border Post, Spirit Guide, with Gargadon suspended, Violent Outburst, win the game. I don't have time to play Legacy Cube as much as I'd like to, unfortunately. So I haven't, but Legacy Cube is fun. Probably the second best cube to Vintage Cube. So we got to mulligan it since we have 0 lands. Alright, I mean, I guess we keep this. It's not super exciting. Ardent Plea to the bottom. And we'll see. Man, we have had some really amazingly bad hands this game. Or this league so far. Legacy Cube on Thursday. Ooh, maybe we can do some Legacy Cube. Well, this is going to be a matchup where if we get Violent Outburst on time, we should be good. I don't know if we will or not. Average Toaster, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. That helps. That definitely helps. So play the Mountain, Border Post, returning our Mountain. That gives us the green mana we need. So Simian Spirit Guide would be our best draw. Unfortunately, we're going to lose our hand here. Yeah, I mean, we're going to get rid of a lot of creatures. We're also going to lose a lot of our hand. We're only taking 2, though, that we know of, so we might be alright. It's going to be close. Mox Opal. Is it worth buying Masters 25 box for a modern player? Or better to buy a Modern Masters box. All right, opponent just playing their stuff. Well, come on, Simian Spirit Guide. Spirit Guide to just balance this turn would be... That would be the best. Although, another Border Post is, like, okay. We shouldn't be dead next turn. Scalding Tarn. We're not going to be able to get down a Jace before we balance. Ugh. Alright. Play Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. So, normally, if you're trying to build a Modern collection, you probably don't want to be opening boxes at all. You're better off just buying the singles. But, I think you get more Modern cards. If you are going to try to buy a box, you'll get more Modern playable cards out of a Modern Masters box. There's actually a surprisingly few number of good Modern cards. Unless you open, like, the Chase Mythics, Jace, and Snaring Bridge, which is definitely not a guarantee, there's not that many just good Modern playables in Masters 25. You face the deck today? How did it do in your matchup today? Alright, opponent's pumping. This should be fast enough. Watch them have, like, main deck Spell Pierce or something. Pupper or Bust, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. So we take 5, down to 13. Come on, just play another creature. Opponent passes. Well, crack Flooded Strand. Oh, this is going to be painful. It's going to be painful. Man, I wonder if there's any way we should Detention Sphere. We could get rid of... I mean, we could just Detention Sphere the Ornithopters. It would be so nice if we could get down Jace before doing this. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. If we should just be trying to go on the D-Sphere plan. And then we're taking 2 next turn. That gives us more time to get cards out of our hand. Hey, what's up, Tired and Queer? Good to have ya. Go Fiesta with the donation, $5.55. Seth, I got my face kicked playing Panzermonic on a F&M, but I had a flawless loss. Opponent had 0 lands, mono green land destruction type. Awesome, Go Fiesta. Flawless loss is pretty pretty impressive. That's probably more impressive than a flawless win. What do you think about Arders? You don't think we'll survive if we do that? I don't know if I've seen the Artificer's Intuition list. Alright, I guess we just Violent Outburst. I guess that's fairly safe. In that case, we'll just take a... Steam Vents? Yeah, take a Steam Vents. This isn't great for us. We're not breaking the symmetry. Oh, and we drew another Detention Sphere. Alright, well. Play the Mountain. Pass the turn. We can wait. Maybe there's some reason our opponent plays stuff pre-combat. I doubt it, but you never know. Opponent. Yep. Not playing anything else. I think they know it's coming. Something with Scrap Trawler and Standard. I haven't seen a Scrap Trawler Standard deck, but that sounds sweet. Well, that's Violent Outburst. I listened to the podcast this morning, and after you mentioned it, you didn't know why Redemption was in the set. Rosewater said it was a last-minute replacement. Yeah, I did see that. I'm still not 100% sure what exactly that means. Like, what it was replacing and why the replacement had to be Tree of Redemption. But that is a little more information, which is helpful. Alright, so... stuff happens. We will keep our... Steam Vents. Man, I think we... this mana. This mana is going to take some getting used to. I think we're going to end up getting punished for not for not getting a white source. So we're going to keep Jace, Tarn, Detention Sphere. We clear the board for the time being. Alright, Signal Pest. Opponent passes. Well, Scalding Tarn, crack Scalding Tarn. Grab a island. Border Post, return the island. And pass the turn. I mean, we might be fine here. We do have a Jace we can cast. Let's see what our opponent's follow-up is. Finding our last restore balance would probably put it away. Ugh, more Steel Overseers. Okay. Opponent. Passing. Come on, another restore balance. One more Cascade. O-Ring's not bad. So let's just play it slow. O-Ring the Steel Overseer. We need basic lands for the border posts. Border posts, you can only play them for one with basic lands. So there's a weird pinch. Like, dual lands are nice for fixing, but we need at least one basic for the border posts. Do you know when D&D is going up? What class did you play? Ugh, cranial plating. Boo. Alright, that's a clock. So now we're going to have to kill cranial plating. Down to 7. Emrakul. We still can't really Jace. Yeah, I think we just have to D-sphere the plating. Hope our opponent doesn't draw another one. Next turn we can Jace Brainstorm. So I have no idea when D&D is going up. Tomer said 2 weeks ago, and I haven't heard anything more about it yet, so... Jace Bounce Overseer? Well, would have not worked out to the cranial plating. Glimmer Void. Alright, fires up Ink Moth. Opponent getting in for 2, in fact. Alright, so we're going to get down to Jace. Opponent hits us. Yep, 2, in fact. Greater Gargadon, Restore Balance. Those are the cards we're mostly looking for. There's a follow-up. Vault Scourge. Alright, deck. Restore Balance. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, there's Gargadon. So, alright. Play Jace. So, play Jace. We might be getting there. Play Jace. Brainstorm with Jace. We really need to see a Cascade spell in this Brainstorm. Ooh, there's Violent Outburst. Alright, alright. That's what we were looking for. I guess it doesn't just win us the game, but it goes a long ways. So, Emrakul back. Emrakul back and Gargadon back. So we need our opponent not to top deck something that kills us this turn. Pass the turn. We have Nahiri for Emrakul. So our opponent has to not draw like a plating or a Ravager, I think, this turn. And then we get rid of everything. We get rid of all their lands. Oh, we're cursed! We're cursed! Fires up Nexus. Is this lethal? Maybe this still isn't lethal? I don't know. It's probably lethal. Yeah, suspend Gargadon, sack the lands with balance on the stack. But this is probably lethal, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I think if they just sack everything and put on the Vault Scourge, we're dead. Yup. Cursed! Cursed! It's lethal. Yup. Sack it all, make us die. Yup. And we will scoop it up. Oh, this is a sad one. This is a sad, sad story. Oh, it's so frustrating. Yeah, they went for it. There's a lot of things that were kind of surprising to not see. Yeah, our opponent did not have many... Our opponent did not have many things that were actually relevant there. They had very few actual Magic cards, but they drew it. I mean, that's the fun of Magic, is you top deck a card, and Sometimes you hit your 8% or whatever. So we can bring in Ingot Chewers. We can... do we want the Blood Moons? It shuts down the creature lands, but they're not great. It doesn't really keep our opponent from casting spells. I don't know if just getting rid of the creature lands is worth it. Dead Gone kills early game things. Fiery Justice also seems pretty relevant. We got to figure out what we're going down. Fiery Justice I think is good enough. Yeah, Fiery Justice seems sweet. New Pauper card, Relentless Rats. Yeah, I'll take a look at your Relentless Rats deck. I've thought about Relentless Rats in Pauper, but I'm not sure if there's any way that it can actually work, unfortunately. I think it'll be fun. I think it's like against the odds Pauper, but I can't imagine there's a way to... Pauper is way more efficient than people actually think. That does look super fun. I mean, lots of rats. Like, it seems like it's really powerful if somehow, like, you live a bunch of turns and your opponent's not dazing you and stuff. But if you get, like, a bunch of rats on the battlefield, it seems insane. Warrior for the 11th month in a row. Thank you for your subscription. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big soups here for our new subscriber and a deck list as well. Let me take a look. We actually have to sideboard, though. We have to take some cards out real quick before... I think we're going to go down the Blood Moons, and Trust Restore Balance is going to take care of our problems. Go down probably a couple Jaces. And go down... let's go down one O-Ring. We have a lot more removal now. And I guess we just try it like that. Infinite Chronosa combo. Ooh. That does look pretty sweet. That's definitely a spicy combo. Alright, we get to play first. Alright, we're going to keep this. We can't cast our border post because we got all non-basics. Maybe this is just not a great build of Restore Balance. I don't know. I mean, you can mull to 4 and 5 assuming you hit the right card. I mean, Ingot Chewer is definitely good. And if we draw a basic, we can start border posting. If we draw any land, we can actually just hardcast border post. Semedo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. I think you can definitely make an As Foretold build. I think you'd want to completely rebuild it and do a lot of different things, but I think you can do As Foretold Restore Balance build. Alright, there's a Vault Scourge. Come on, deck. Give us a basic land. That works. So Flooded Strand, crack Flooded Strand. Grab a Plains and border post. Pick up the basic land. And do we want to Ingot Chewer any of this stuff? It's probably not worth it. Really? Just kill a Vault Scourge? But then they're going to follow it up with something way scarier. Yeah, I don't think we actually want to... do that here. Let's just pass. I think we got to wait for a cranial plating or something, because we don't actually have a way to restore balance yet. Plus, if we really just need to kill something, Nahiri can potentially do it if it's tapped. Opponent, drawing cards, doing their thing. Yeah, but it doesn't actually hit equipment because they have to be tapped. So opponent gets in for 2, down to 17. Ugh, we draw Restore Balance. So we can Spirit Guide out Nahiri. We might actually... Hey, what's up, the Zork? How goes it tonight? I think we might have to, kill the Signal Pest, though. Yeah, Nahiri does die immediately. But it does kill something on the way out. Ooh, a Canadian Highlander match. That could be fun. Well, let's just play the plains, play the border post, return the plains, evoke a Ingot Chewer, destroy Signal Pest, because that's a lot of extra damage. And our opponent didn't play a land last turn. We still really need to hit one of our Cascade spells, though. That's the main thing we're missing here. Yeah, I mean, 4 mana kill a 1 mana thing is not good, but if it keeps us alive, it keeps us alive. Opponent. I wonder if they have counter spells now. They might. Opponent gets in, hits us. Down to 15. Another Vault Scourge. And passes. Well, suspend Gargadon. Play Breeding Pool. Pass the turn. Oh, we need a Cascade spell. We need a Cascade spell desperately. Next turn we can Nahiri and kill something. I guess we're only taking 3 at the moment. I mean, if we draw it and resolve a Cascade spell, we're in great shape. Oh, alright. Opponent hits a land. Plays something good. What do you think is the best of the Challenger decks? Ooh. Oh, there's Ravager. Well, come on, deck. Come on. You can do it. We need a Cascade spell. Gargadon taken down. More border posts. We might just be dead here, honestly. Play the plains. Play Nahiri. Opponent's going to Spell Pierce. Well, we will pay. Nahiri down. See if we live. Tick up. Discard. Restore balance. It's Detention Sphere. Oh, we're not going to hit it. We're not going to hit it. I don't think this deck has given us a fair shake yet. Been playing Absent Rights the last couple of nights and had my first undefeated last night. Awesome. That's super, super sweet. Congratulations, Worski. Have you decided if Jace is good in the deck? Well, normally these decks play Planeswalkers as the finishers. So whether or not Jace is the right choice, I'm not sure. But if it's not Jace, it would probably be another Planeswalker in that slot. And opponent has it. Like always. Oh, dear. 8, 9, 10, 11. Sacrifice the Springleaf Drum. So we're going to 1. We're going to 1 here. We need to draw... We need to draw a Cascade spell this turn. We'll see if our opponent hits Nahiri. It's possible that they decide to kill Nahiri to keep us from looting one more time. Yes, Magic Online does support Commander. Opponent gets in. Ignoring Nahiri. Hits us to 1. Well, I mean, this is it. We do get an extra draw. Oh, come on, Cascade spell. We got 8 in our deck. We got the Gargadon suspended. Come on. Come on. Come on, Moto. Dead gone. That does not do it. Well, this is it. Come on, Nahiri. Hey, see ya, Jaguar. Thanks for hanging out. We will loot. We will discard border post. Ardent Plea! Ardent Plea! We got it! Oh my goodness, we got a chance. We got a chance. We got a chance. And we have... Oh my goodness! Oh, it's coming through. It's coming through. The tide is turning. So we will... maintain priority. Cast Ardent Plea. Actually, we should be tapping all of our lands, technically, because we're going to sack them. So cast Ardent Plea. Cascade triggers. We find Restore Ballads. We cast Restore Ballads. With that on the stack, we sacrifice our lands. Sacrifice land, sacrifice land, sacrifice land. So this means... maybe we cast this as well. That's silly. How do we lose from here? How do we lose? Yeah, let's just hold on to it. We could kill something to make our opponent discard one more card. We lose to land Galvanic Blast or 0-mana creature Galvanic Blast. I think we actually are going to cast it, as crazy as that sounds. Dead. Ornithopter? This means our opponent can't have lethal in hand. They're going to have to top deck something if they're trying to Galvanic Blast us for lethal. And we get to Emrakul next turn. Nahiri and Emrakul if we want to. Wow, it came through! It came through. Dead does not go phase. It's only creature. 2 damage to a creature. So everything goes away. Stuff is sacked. Lands are gone. Creatures are gone. Opponent discarded a Steel Overseer. We get our Ardent Plea. We pass the turn. Alright, alright. What do you got, opponent? What do you have? We're at 1 life. We're at 1 life. You only can sack lands. Opponent passes. Gargadon's at 5. We draw a useless land. Alright, chat. This is the next question. Do we keep Nahiri around? Like, do we just Emrakul right now to annihilate these things? Because it's going to bounce back to our hand. So do we wait 1 more turn? Yeah, that's probably got to be better. Let's keep Nahiri. So let's take up Nahiri. Discard Flooded Strand. Ugh. Draw Restore Balance. And pass the turn. Next turn we can Emrakul. And Gargs is coming soon. Yeah, please do not draw Emrakul. Opponent's passing. Alright, it's Emrakul time. Please don't draw it. Please. Okay, Scalding Tarn. 1, 2, 3. I mean, we could just go all in, all in. I think we do. We're doing it. Play Scalding Tarn. Sacrifice Scalding Tarn. Gargs and Big Mama Emrakul. Sacrifice Border Post. Sacrifice Border Post. I mean, we're all in. We are all in. Here comes Gargadon coming down. Ultimate Nahiri. Here comes Big Mama Emrakul. We will attack you for a lot of damage. Flawless victory. Flawless victory. Bounces back. Opponent's at 5. Come on, no land blast. No. And our opponent scoops it up. We got there. We got there at 1 life. We did it. We did it. That's the joy. That's the joy of Restore Balance. When it works, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. Ardent Plea is to Cascade. We actually, I mean, it's fine if it triggers Exalted, but it's there. So the idea of this deck, if you're coming in late, is we need our Cascade spells to get our Restore Balance without waiting 6 turns. So both Violent Outburst and Ardent Plea, we don't really care about giving our creatures +1/+0. We don't really care about Exalted. They're just 3 mana, get a Restore Balance. So that's why they're in the deck. Oh, probably not PUBGing tonight, awesome dude. I know I say that every time, but I think I'm saying it again. The deck is sweet. It's sweet. There's no As Foretold in this one. You can definitely build. This is a list that 5-0'd somehow. 5-0'd a league this week, or like in the last week or two. Yeah, Dosen. Yeah, I got Dosen locked. It's bugged. I didn't know that Dosen was bugged, but it is. Do we want to change anything? There's a decent chance that we'll get to wrap up with some Momir tonight. I think there's a pretty realistic chance. Because this is not a super slow deck. Green-Black Constrictor looks sweet. The Baker. Definitely some interesting cards for Modern. Yeah, Dosen, not Doran. They're a little different. Any changes? Well, it's around 8 now. Usually probably about 2 more hours. Usually we do a league, and then if we have time, we do a game of Momir at the end. So roughly 2 hours. Yeah, next Team Modern Super League is the 27th. Maybe we should. Maybe this is just fine. We got a lot of cards that are good in the matchup after sideboarding. Let's just run it like this. I think that's fine. Yes, as foretold to cast Balance is a legit plan, but I think you'd want to change up. Ooh, all right. These are the opening hands that we dream of. This is the dream. We have our Cascade spells. We got our Gargadon. We got our Border Post. This is it. This is it. Signal Pass for our opponent. I mean, they could have Spell Pierce or something, but still, this is what we're looking for. Play the Plains. Play the red Border Post so we can spend Gargadon. Pass the turn. Oh, the nuts. The nuts. The nuts. Oh, sorry. Oh, man, and they got the Glimmer Voids. Opponent. Ravager. Yep. Gets in for 0. Passes. More Border Posts. Well, we suspend Gargadon. Play. We need green-red. All right, so play the Plains. Play a Border Post. Pick up the Plains. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Oh, this is it. This is it. Hopefully our opponent just taps out for something so they can't leave up Spell Pierce, and we got him. Thank you, Ergenstam. $5 donations from Bwans. Says, 1 more to go. Well, thank you, Blondes. Unfortunately for our opponent, 1 Thoughtseize does not ruin our plans. We have 2 Cascade spells, so they need Thoughtseize, plus they need something else in their hand. They need a Spell Pierce or something, or another Thoughtseize. Oh, come on. Come on. Hey, welcome, Reziker. It's a plating. Oh, opponent's just given up. They just gave up. It's done. It's done. Turn 3. This is how it ends for our opponent. We're not going to be sneaky. We're not going to be greedy. We're just going to sorcery speed it. Gargadon ticking down. Yup. And this is what we're trying to do. Another Border Post. So we maintain priority. We need green, red. All right, play the Plains. Yeah, play the Plains. Cast Violent Outburst. And this is the beauty of Restore Ballads. Violent Outburst, gonna do some cascading. We know what it's gonna hit. It's gonna be Restore Balance. We're gonna cast Restore Balance. With Restore Balance on the stack, we will sacrifice a Plains. And we will have to discard a bunch of cards, but it should be worth it. So Restore Balance resolves. We will keep... what do we even keep? I guess just the island? Yeah, let's just keep island. And our post scoops it up! We got there! We restored balance! That's the power of the deck. We had some really bad clunky ones, but that is exactly the power. Exactly the power of what this deck can do. That's when the deck is running on all cylinders. You just get these crazy draws, like flawless almost victory on turn 3. What are they supposed to do about it? What are they supposed to do? It's so sweet. It is so sweet. So yeah, Team Modern Super League, and although I've seen your face before, it was strange to see your face be animated. Nice beard, by the way. Well, thank you. Whew, we got there. Up to 1-1. The kids might be in after all with Restore Ballads. Big Mama Emmerkel, gotta feed the children. We're trying. Oh, balance is anything but balance. Balance is probably one of the most broken cards that I can imagine. I think Heartless Value Town, is that a Corbin deck? I thought it was a Todd Stevens deck, but maybe Corbin played it played it on video. I think I saw Todd playing it on stream. Yeah, balance is definitely not named very well. Yes, there's supposed to be a D&D session that will be content coming up, but we recorded it a long time ago now, and Tomer's supposed to be editing it, and he just hasn't gotten it done yet, I don't think. It does seem like it's probably hard to edit, so I can definitely sympathize. It was a Todd Stevens viewer submitted deck. Oh, sweet. Yeah, it definitely looks spicy, and Todd actually did well with it. He went like 4-1. That makes sense, B1s. Do you look at emailed lists on stream? No. If you email me a list, we don't look at them. If you put a link in the chat, I try to pull it up on stream. But I don't do the email list on stream. Well, we're going to keep this. We don't have a basic, but this is pretty close to being good. We're a basic land away from having exactly what we want. So we're going to try it. Ever going to do vintage videos again? I don't know. It wasn't actually vintage, but we recorded a Goat Magic today, Richard and I, which plays a very, very old format. So that might be interesting. But we might do more vintage. Opponent thought seizes. Well, the jig is up. Opponent knows what's going on. Scapeshift Madcap Empyrean. Yeah, that seemed like a pretty fun and powerful deck. Turkey Muffkins XP, welcome to the Fishbowl, says, love your Blood Moon, got me to build Panza, even go 4-0 a couple of weeks ago. Awesome. Well, thank you for the subscription. Big scoops here for you. I can't wait to see your D&D session. I first got into it watching Harmon Quest, then I spent around 16 hours watching Loading Ready Runs D&D campaign. Wow. Awesome. Yeah, I had never played D&D at all before Tomer brought it up. I think we're just going to Steam Vents, shock ourselves, suspend Gargadon so it doesn't get hit by discard. Pass the turn. We did not draw a basic land. Opponent. Hey, what's up, Mind Trick? Twilight Mire. And the Darkest of Confidants. Ugh. Come on, lands. A little worried about this. This is a matchup where if we fire off a Cascade spell, it is insane. Restore Balance is probably our worst draw. It's always the worst draw. Pass the turn. Really like Miracle Grow in Standard due to budget concerns and bannings. I moved to blue-red. Ooh. Well, let me see that amazing guy. Overgrown Tomb. Confidant reveals Confidant. And Liliana. Well, we need a land desperately. Desperately. We will discard Restore Balance. Unfortunately, Balance does not get rid of Liliana. Here comes Dark Confidant. Yup. Down to 16. Oh, this is going to be close. Come on, deck. Give us a land. Taking down. Land? Oh! All right, pass the turn. Oh, not like this. The hand was so good, but we needed a land. Ariel Plays, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Go to probably be a couple weeks before it's live. It hasn't been edited or anything yet. Does anyone know if there's a Team Modern Super League match tonight? I believe there is a Team Modern Super League. Every Tuesday there should be one. Man, Pona's got Planeswalker Central. Takes up. We will discard a... Man, this is bad news. Bad news. I guess... O-Ring? Oh, we really needed a land. Glad I could catch the stream again. Just got destroyed by Pauper Panza. Ugh, that does feel pretty bad. After sideboarding, it might be relevant. In the main deck, there's not really a reason to play around it. After sideboarding, it could be a concern, but I don't think our deck is a deck that most people would bring in Surgical against. boy. Dream is dying in the most brutal way possible. Oh, this hand was like, so... This hand is just like the perfect hand if we draw a single land. So I think that you gotta keep that. If you're gonna throw away like every single piece of the combo because you only have 2 lands in your 16 land deck, Border Post, you need a basic land to play a Border Post for 1 mana. Pay 1 and return a basic land. So we're just a little basic land light. What's the best of the worst dual lands? Oh, I'm not sure I know what that question means. Opponent. I mean, Team Honor Super League is awesome. What's up, NR Ball? For the 6th month in a row. Wanted to know why you don't like Troops in Masters 25. I thought it was a good addition. I think Richard didn't like it. I think it's, I mean, if you're going to be under the constraint of having to have a card from every set, Troops is probably a pretty good representative of its set. Well, this is it. We're either hitting it this turn or we're losing. Land? Turn 5? Can we do it? Okay, and that's just the game. We did not find a land. We did not find a land. Well, that was brutal. Brutal to the max. Modern Eggs. That's a fun deck. Opponent's down to 5. They can ultimate their Liliana to kill one of our 2 lands, and that's probably enough. I mean, our Gargadon is only still at 6. Yeah, we just could not find the land. We haven't had the mana to play a Border Post, unfortunately. Opponent fires up Treetop Village. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Gonna hit us for 11. I mean, they gotta ultimate here, right? Just to keep us from cascading next turn. I guess they could have, like, Collective Brutality. We haven't been... Oh, they have Lightning Bolt. Alright, yeah. Well, we did not draw the land. This is the kind of matchup we want to be playing, though. These are the matchups where our deck really shines. We're just like, I'm going to play Tarmogoyfs, try to beat down. Scrambled Eggs. Yeah, Eggs is definitely... It is powerful. It definitely has a lot of hate. It looks like a good build of it. We played it on Budget Magic. I actually think Eggs is kind of fun to play, but it is miserable to play against. But it is kind of fun to play. I brought this deck to Modern Classic in Worcester, went 5 and 4, 97th out of 400. Ooh. That's actually a pretty good finish. Congrats. Beandrew, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. And Quasarphil, Big Soups here for you as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're playing a competitive league. All right, let me see this deck. Stick. Wait. I'm very confused. Is this Proteus Staff with 0 creatures? What is the combo that I'm missing? You gotta explain this deck to me. I don't understand. I have not gone to GPs, no. It is on my to-do list, and hopefully we will. I think we just bring in Leyline of Sanctity to fight the discard. And leave in our Blood Moons, because those are super good. Probably go down Fiery Justice. Go down... Huh. Maybe like the O-Ring, and we gotta make 2 more cuts? Ugh. What's our last 2 cuts, chat? String of Numbers! Welcome to the Fishbowl. I've been playing a version of Lucky Charms, only plays creatures but has Ancient Ziggurat. Yeah, it seems like it'll make the mana a lot better. Bring in the Forest? Over what? I don't know what to cut, still. I'm still confused by the deck that was submitted. Maybe we just cut one of each Planeswalker? The Planeswalkers seem like they can be good, though. Alright, we'll cut one of each Planeswalker. I guess that's fine-ish. Let's try it like that. Yeah, Vegas is the one that I'm most interested in going to. Alright, well, this hand looks reasonable. We don't have a ley line, but we're going to be able to fire off a Cascade spell pretty quick. So Island and Border Post. We don't have a Gargadon to go with it, but still, just the Cascade will hopefully be pretty good. Yeah, that sound seems good. I don't remember seeing a bug modern list on Twitter. If you send me a link, I'll take a peek at it. Twitter's rough. Like, if you catch me at the right time, I'll see it. But then there's a lot of messages, so things tend to get buried on Twitter pretty easily and then never seen again. Assault Loam. That looks pretty spicy. Opponent leaves us with all our Cascade spells. Play Scalding Tarn. Pass the turn. Well, we got lots of cascading. We don't have a real... We need a Gargadon. Is probably what we'd like the most. There's a Goyf. Well, that dies to restore balance. So crack Scalding Tarn. Get a... Sacred Foundry. Tapped. Gargadon? Come on, Gargs. Simian Spirit Guide. Ugh, what do we do? What do we do? I need to make another MTG calendar. It's on my list. I just haven't got to it yet. But yes, I do need to make one for 2018 or update the old one. So I haven't forgotten about it. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Is Abzan Right's not good anymore? I seem to only be getting 1/4s and 2/3s since unbannings. That's a good question. I haven't played it as much recently as I was playing it. I do think that fair mid-range decks like Abzan Rights probably do get a little worse with the unbannings, but I don't know if it's 1/4 bad, but I think it's probably a little less good. Yeah, I guess we just pass and plan on... Do we try to catch more and risk getting got by a Liliana? That's the question. Like, we can just pass. Hope our opponent plays another creature. Alright. But, I mean, are we doing all this now, or are we doing this on our opponent's turn? That's the question. I think we're going to wait. I think we got to at least wait till the draw step. Do we go to their main phase? Well, I mean, we can crack Scalding Tarn and do it in response. Just draw step it? Liliana is the only real concern. Yeah, we're going to draw step it. So, crack Scalding Tarn, exile Simian Spirit Guide. This gets an extra card out of our opponent's hand, and we still get our Scalding Tarn land. Violent Outburst into Restore Balance. So, opponent's going to have to discard 3, loses a land, and loses the Goyf, which means they're not going to be able to cast a Liliana this turn. We don't lose anything. We're all good. We're all good. Yeah, I think that's the right play, doing it with the Scalding Tarn search trigger on the stack, so we have 1 less land on the battlefield. Opponent gives up on their Black Source. See what they discard. That was a pretty good restore balance. It wasn't, like, absolutely insane, but it was pretty good. Tugsino, you can email me, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. You can also... Ooh, they did have the Liliana. Well, I'm glad we did that, because that Liliana would have been bad for us. Scalding Tarn, grab us a blue source of some kind. Maybe just Island, in case we draw Blood Moon. This is where a Planeswalker would be insane. Elgard, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soup's here for our new subscriber. Opponent, gonna do some passing. Down to 2 cards in hand. Come on, Jace. Ugh. Alright. Well, maybe we should have fetched differently. I was fetching to play Jace through Blood Moon, not to play Leyline of Sanctity. Check out this deck. Toolbox deck with 2 funny combos. Ooh. What is in our opponent's hand? I'm a little confused. Gargadon, Jace, Nahiri. Any of those are good. Come on, deck. Oh, opponent's... Oh, they're going to Kolaghan's command us? Blow up our... That's actually pretty good for our opponent. That is annoying. Kolaghan's command, get back a creature, blow something up. Yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah, they might have 2 Bloodbraid Elves. Dygoldy for the 2nd month in a row says, thank you for the awesome content. Well, thank you for the subscriptions. Definitely appreciate it. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big Soup's here for our new subscriber. There is Super League tonight, but I'm not in the Super League tonight. Our next Super League isn't until the 27th. So usually, we always have streamed at this time on Tuesday. I hate that we're not, that we're running against it as far as timing. Alright, well, play the Plains, play Leyline, pass the turn. So that shuts off discard. Liliana's still obnoxious. Alright, Kitchen Finks, that's not that bad. I think we really just want Gargadon, or a Planeswalker, or a Flooded Strand. Well, pass the turn. Man, watch us lose to a Kitchen Finks. That would be so brutal. Oh, there's no Super League tonight. Okay. I didn't know that. They must have just said that. Thank you for pointing that out, because I was under the impression that there was Super League tonight. Opponent getting in. Down to 15. Oh, so many Kitchen Finkses. Come on, deck. Give us a Gargs. Huh. Blood Moon. Well, I guess we can do that. Maybe we just Blood Moon and then cast Violent Outburst and Ardent Plea. Oh, we don't have green mana. Oh, the forest! We're missing the forest! The forest! The one thing that we're missing. Nahiri Gifts Possibility Storm. So do we still just Blood Moon? We're at 15. We're taking 6. Down to 9. Lightning Bolt is a thing. We can't fetch for a forest. We can fetch for a green source. But the problem is we're going to lose. So maybe we do the same thing, I think. So I think what we got to do is wait on the Blood Moon. Play Flooded Strand. We should have a breeding pool. So pass the turn. Hit our opponent's stuff with Violent Outburst. Untap. Hit our opponent's stuff with Ardent Plea. If we draw a land, awesome. We can also Blood Moon. If we don't draw a land, that's fine. Oh, yeah, you're right. They'd have to kill our Leyline first. Yeah, I think we're just going to pass in Violent Outburst. We are going to lose a land in the process, but... Yeah, pass the turn. See what our opponent does. Land. Well, we're not going to lose a land now. That's good. Yeah, we don't lose a land now, which is nice. So opponent goes to combat. So let's... Oh, we do lose a land, don't we? Because we gotta actually search out a breeding pool. Yeah, we do. Well, that's fine. Get a breeding pool, untapped. Violent Outburst. Cast Restore Balance. Get rid of the Finxes. Yeah, maybe we should have just... I guess that's fine. That saves us a land. As Foretold would just be a very different build of the deck. What do we sack? But you definitely can build an As Foretold build. Yeah, we have to sack a land. I guess we just sack an island. So Finks is temporarily down. Yeah, maybe Foundry would have been better. We only have one more Restore Balance left in our deck, it's worth noting. So here comes the Finks. Yep. Slowing down our opponent's clock. See what our opponent plays. Opponent passes. Oh, no! Oh, no. Oh, dear God. Oh, now we lose. That is a little bit less than ideal. Ugh. Oh. Okay. So now what's the plan? I am not sure why Team Modern Super League was delayed. Yeah, I guess we can wait a turn? We're taking beats from this Finks, though. If we Blood Moon, we can't cast our Jace at the moment. Suspend Restore Balance seems a bit slow. Alright, I guess we just pass. I mean, we have Jace as our Sea Beyond. Have you ever considered Tibalt in Hollow One? I think you could play Tibalt in Hollow One as like a meme or to be funny, but as far as like, it just doesn't do enough. I mean, you can discard 3 cards with Goblin Lore on turn 2. Tibalt it just doesn't do enough. Tibalt needs to like be more, even if it was like, if it was Burning Inquiry, that's what they needed. It should have been like draw 3, discard 3 at random or something, but I don't think we want to moon. If we moon, we lose out of Jace. And then we're on a 3-turn clock. I mean, we're hoping to draw Jace to put balance back on top of our deck. That's the plan. Running out Blood Moon stops our opponent from playing other stuff. Man, I can't believe we drew Restore Balance. I do kind of want to go to GP Vegas. That's the GP that's at the top of my list for going to. I'm not ignoring you, J Sweet. What were you saying? Jace is an out if we hit it this turn. This coming turn. Yeah, I mean, we don't know if we'll hit a Jace. We definitely could not hit a Jace. Yeah, hopefully they make a new... I don't know what our opponent's doing. I don't know what they're tanking on here. Man, that was the worst... That was the worst possible draw. That is pretty incredibly unlucky that we had 1 Restore Balance in our deck, and it was the top card. Come on, opponent! You can do it! We can't even Restore Balance you. Let me see, Beanroo. Yeah, maybe sacking Sacred Foundry, I guess, could have been better. potentially. All right, let's just pass the turn. Well, I was thinking that what I wasn't thinking is we were going to draw Restore Balance. That's what threw everything off. When we sacked the island, I was thinking we were going to Wrath the board, and then everything was good. But the fact that we drew the Restore Balance, the 1 out of 42, that ruined the whole plan. Oh man, our deck is mocking us. And now, I mean, we have to play Blood Moon. And now we're down to 1 out. And the 1 out is that we draw a Detention Sphere. That's the only potential out in our deck. So opponent gets a Forest. And that's not even an out. Wow. Oh man, that draw was so unlucky. We probably will play Spirits again at some point. Opponent gets in 4-4. Well, thank you, Pernetet. So this is it. D-Sphere. We need the D-Sphere. D-Sphere? It's a Gargs. And we scoop it up. Oh, that was brutal. That was super brutal. Jeez. Oh, drawing that Restore Balance. Oh, and all the Planeswalkers. Oh. Oh, wow. If we drew any other card in that deck, I think we were like 100% to win. 5-color Spirits. That does sound pretty interesting. Zubera's next stream. We've played Zubera's in the past. We don't usually rehash decks too often, but maybe we'll have to play Zubera's again at some point. Deck needs 1 Mistfill Plains. Yeah, Mistfill Plains, I think we played Mistfill Plains in the budget version. That seems like that's probably a good idea. It does seem like a bit of an omission by whoever built this version. Bant Monsters. Ooh. That looks sweet. You might want more creatures for Galta. Well, I guess you have the vehicles. That is super spicy. Alright. I gotta say, this deck is driving me insane. I am very disappointed in you. Oh my... We might just have to play Restore Balance again. You gotta be joking. You gotta be joking. We might just have to play Restore Balance again next stream, but a version that isn't mulliganing into oblivion every single game. Hey, thank you, Metashaker. Power plant for our opponent. Play Flooded Strand, pass the turn. We gotta, I mean, we'll see. We can do a pretty good, they're gonna have Quick Tron. Chromatic Star. I mean, if they can just turn 3 us, then none of this matters. We could draw a Blood Moon. Blood Moon, I think, is our best draw here. Yeah, I mean, they're not actually discarding anything, though. They're down to 4 cards. So right now we can, like, I guess if they crack this. So they're up to 5 cards. The problem is this doesn't really put them off Tron, because we're going to have to play a land. So our opponent, unless we draw, like, Blood Moon, they're going to get a window with Tron. Yeah, but, yeah, I mean, we probably Violent Outburst on their draw step just because we don't have any other options. But it's not very powerful here. Yeah, balance has been a little rough now. Ah, and I love Restore Balance too. I'm just gonna have to build a Restore Balance deck because I really love Restore Balance. All right, opponent gets Expedition Map. So I guess we crack this for. I guess we got to get a breeding pool, but then that means we don't have a basic. Ugh. All right, get a breeding pool. Tapped. Untap. O-ring. I mean, I guess we do it, because we don't have any other option. So Sacred Foundry, untapped. Pass the turn, go to our opponent's draw step. Opponent draws. Simian Spirit Guide. We don't get to kill a Tron land, which is pretty sad, but... we make our opponent discard a couple cards. I guess they discard a lot of cards. This could be enough that it's relevant. So, opponent's got to discard 4. No one loses any lands. I really like your Miracle Grow deck in Standard. Oh, yeah. The Blue-Red Prowess deck, I think it looks pretty good. I think moving away from Teamer makes sense without Attune with the Ether. But it looks solid to me. Have you considered Metalwork Colossus in Restore Balance deck? It synergizes with the posts. I hadn't thought of that. That's an interesting idea. It might work. Opponent gets to keep 2 cards. One of them is the Tron piece. The second one is Karn Liberated. Alright, well, we have to draw a land this turn. If we draw a land this turn and get rid of Tron, we get to continue playing. Alright, it's a land. Scalding Tarn, crack Scalding Tarn. Grab an island. I mean, we're temporarily alive. Everyone's empty-handed. Unfortunately, our opponent is tapping for 7 mana. We're tapping for 3. Pass the turn. Is Set Adrift Modern playable? Yeah, in the right deck, like a mill deck, I think. What did our opponent find? Chromatic Sphere. Wow! No matter what we do, they just still had it. Opponent passing? Okay. Come on, deck. You can do it. Blood Moon? Oh, Nahiri. Nahiri would be nice if we could cast it, but we can't. So opponent gets to start doing some card drawing. Would you mind telling me what you think of my Mud Prison deck? Sure. Ooh, Squeaking Squashing. Tron Bridges. Ooh, Planner Bridge in Tron. That's spicy. Opponent Forest and Relic. Okay, another redraw. Come on, deck. We need a land, we need a Blood Moon, we need something here. Something. Alright, yeah. Blood Moon. Now we can't cast anything. I still think we gotta do it, because we're so close to being dead, but... Okay. Pass the turn. I mean, we do have to do it. There's not really any choice. Opponent draws a card. Eventually, they're going to find Oblivion Stone, and that will obliterate us. Man, lots of relics. So now we need basic planes? Oh, man. If we had waited another turn, we could have got a basic planes, but... Yeah, we did ask for it. I think I said land first, though. I said land, Blood Moon. Opponent's just going to be hard casting stuff here very quickly. Come on, deck. Fiery Justice. $5 donation from NR Paul. Hey, Seth. I saw a DCMA comment in the chat and was wondering if you could explain what happened for those of us who don't have Twitter. Thanks for the great content. Thank you for the donation, NR Paul. Oh, so many fetches, but not a way to do anything. Can't say my face. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Opponent. Yeah, the DCMA thing was really nothing. There was an article a couple weeks ago that had a... That helps. There was an article a couple weeks ago that had a... picture of a Modern Masters booster box as the art for the article. And apparently someone had, in paint or something, put something in the background or something that made it their... They felt like it was their artwork. So they said it was their artwork and they didn't want it used. So I just replaced it with one that did not have that background and issue selfed. Alright, opponent... Walking Ballista. That is kind of a counter to our Nahiri to some extent. X3. Opponent. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Simian Spirit Guide. Ooh. Alright, so I guess we... Do we Nahiri? I guess we have to. Nahiri, tick up Simian Spirit Guide to chump. Oh, that doesn't work. So if we play Nahiri, it just immediately dies. But if we wait, then it just immediately dies. We don't have mana. Oh, we don't have the mana for Fiery Justice. We have green or white, not green and white. Oh, what do we do? This adds 1 green or white mana. It would be sweet if it added both. Well, monkey time. Pass the turn. Yeah, play the monkey. This is the budget build still viable? I haven't played the budget build in a long time. I would like to update the budget build at some point, but I think Restore Balance is more expensive than it was when we initially did it. Yeah, I guess we jump. Yeah, let's jump. The monkey's not doing anything. Opponent passes. Oh, alright. So that's good. Man, this is so slow. Detention Sphere. Get rid of Walking Ballista. Eventually our opponent's going to draw something. Next turn, we can hopefully get down to Nahiri. Yeah, so... Takes up Walking Ballista. Pings us with Walking Ballista. Yes, yes, yes. We just need our opponent to keep whiffing. They can hard cast Karn if they draw it. That's how much mana they got. That's why this is a great example of why Blood Moon does not just beat Tron. Blood Moon, if you have a fast clock, is great against Tron. But just playing a Blood Moon does not beat Tron on its own. We have enough stuff on the battlefield that we could get on a Gargadon pretty quickly. Yeah, I think part of the reason to keep Spirit Guide off the battlefield is if we actually cascade into a Restore Balance at some point. Opponent cracks. Every draw step is so scary, because you know that sooner or later, they're going to draw it. Yeah, this man is, oh, there it is. There it is. All right. Oblivion Stone. Cracks Oblivion Stone. Yup. Opponent gets back. Karn liberated. Well, we get our mana. That's something. I guess we have one more Detention Sphere. Fiery Justice Town. Well, let's crack these Flooded Strands, so we actually have mana. Get a Plains. That's what really got us, is having to cast the Blood Moon, or casting the Blood Moon, before we were able to get down a threat. Also the fact that our opponent was able to keep Tronland Karn on turn 3. They had just natural turn 3 Tron without any... And had the Karn, even through the Restore Balance. So I'll play Nahiri. I'm pretty sure we're just done, though. Take up Nahiri. Because we don't really have answers to this Karn. Well, there's another Blood Moon. Pass the turn. Yeah, turn 3 Tron on the play is just... It's probably the most unbeatable thing in Modern, I'm pretty sure, if you have the Karn in hand. I can't think of anything that's better than that. Yeah, we're pretty close to scoop time. Ooh, you broke Modern. Waving my Apostle in the Wind. Oh boy. Yup, now it's definitely scoop time. 1 Grizzlebrand, 39 Shadowborn Apostles, 20 Swamps. I have actually tried that deck. It takes a long time to actually get 7 Shadowborn Apostles on the battlefield. It is not as easy as you think when you build it. Yeah, I feel like this build is a little bit away. I mean, Restore Balance is a fun, like, tier 2 type deck, but I feel like this build of Restore Balance probably is not exactly where we'd want it to be. I think, and maybe it's just that we're not playing it well, the mana has been very frustrating, and if we look back on it, our mulligans, I feel like we've mulled to 5, like, almost every game of every round. I guess that's not true. We had like a nut draw in one game, but it feels like a lot of our games we've just mulligan. Bug Control. That looks solid. Kind of like Jund, but with blue cards. We'll bring in an Ingot Chewer. And then I guess we just keep it like that pretty much. Yeah, I mean, run it back. Yeah, I mean, sharing lists and interacting is a lot of the fun. Ooh, okay. So this doesn't interact with Tron. We do have a Jace. We can play it on turn 3. Do we need to mulligan for something that interacts with Tron? Yeah, this mana base is incredibly greedy. Well, if we had mulled to 3, then we might not have had the ability to actually play our stuff. I don't think that's a legit strategy. Like, I understand the idea that you can mulligan more aggressively, but I don't think that you want to be like, haha, I'm going to mulligan to 3 every game because then my Restore Balance will be even better. Because the odds of you having the right cards to cast it with 3 is not that great. Just keep it? Yeah, alright. Well, we can't all Gargadon and Border Post turn 1, but we'll keep it. At least we get basic lands and potentially a Quick Jace. Although, if we want Quick Jace, we got to tutor Island. I guess that's probably fine. So, Scalding Tarn, Crack Scalding Tarn. Grab an Island and Border Post, number 1. Pass the turn. I don't think getting Gargadon going a turn earlier is worth spending the Spirit Guide. I think I'd rather use Gargadon, Spirit Guide to cast Jace a turn earlier, probably. More lands. Huh. Well, Island. I guess we're not actually going to be able to cast it a turn earlier because we're not going to have enough blue sources. But we do get to spend our Gargadon. Not cast. That's not happening. So spend Gargadon. Pass the turn. Yeah, drawing a Cascade spell, I mean, it's fine here. I think Blood Moon, again, is actually more important for the immediate future. Yeah, I mean, they always have turn 3 Tron. If I play Tron, I just assume that they're going to have Tron and Karn on turn 3. And I think that's actually a flaw with how I play against Tron. Because I really value heavily trying to disrupt it. Because I just hate losing to that draw. So I always expect that they're going to have it. Ooh, Blood in the Ranks. That looks pretty fun. Sweet Creature Toolbox List. Well, let me take a look. Yeah, alright, so they're going to have Tron, but maybe not exactly next turn. Come on, Dak, give us something good. More Gargadons. We just got all the Gargadons. Well, suspend Gargadon. Play Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. See if we're dead. Hopefully not, but perhaps. Bitter Heart Bellower. So it's like Curses. Bitter Heart Witch. That's pretty spicy. That is a super spicy idea. That looks really fun. Looks like a cool against the odds style deck. All right, so opponent gonna have it next turn. They don't have it yet. This gives us one turn. One turn. We need to draw a Cascade spell. If we draw a Cascade spell, we should be favored to win. If we draw a Blood Moon, we're in pretty reasonable shape. If we draw neither, Opponent did not value cracking this expedition map. Interesting. Turn 3 Jays could have happened if the second border post wasn't cast. Yeah, that is true. So opponent's playing stuff. We will crack our Flooded Strand. Well, come on, Cascade Spell. Cascade Spell is just, it should be game here. So, grab an island. Come on, Dak. You could do it. You could do it. Gargs, take it down. Take it down. Ooh, Ardent Plea. We got there. We got there. Maintain priority. Oh, that is it. White, blue, whatever. Cast Ardent Plea. In response, we will sacrifice a land to our Greater Gargadon. Opponent gonna have to sack all their lands to the restore ballots. Oh, we got there. We got there. We still have mana left. We still get to play Jace next turn. And this should slow our opponent down just a little bit. Just a little. Just a little. The deck is super sweet when it does when it actually does its thing. Yeah, 3 mana destroy 3 lands. And don't forget, if we ever get a Gargadon, it is exalted. Play the island. Pass the turn. And now I think we're in good shape now. I think we're in good shape now. Next turn we get to get down Jace, if we would like. Would Ramanop Excavator be good in this deck? It's really hard to play creatures in this deck. Opponent has a forest, working on reassembling. Because you kind of don't want creatures because you want them to, you want the board to be clear so everything dies to restore balance. Opponent goes digging. But now we get to get down Jace and go digging for another Cascade spell, and that should be the one that just absolutely closes it out. Yeah, I would be happy if Modern Tron didn't exist. I think maybe I'm more scared of Modern Tron than I should be, but good lord, that deck. Another Spirit Guide. Oh, Flooded Strand. Crack Flooded Strand. Grab an island. Run out Jace, the Mind Sculptor. And we're just going to brainstorm. Yeah, we can't crack a fetch. Yeah, let's brainstorm. We just want another Cascade spell. Those are not Cascade spells. We did find a Nahiri, though. Well, put back... Spirit Guide and Nahiri. And pass the turn. Face Seal. Yeah, Face Sealing. Maybe it's worth it. We didn't find a shuffle effect either. They're not very close to Tron, though. Opponent's passing, and they shouldn't be able to just, like, lightning bolt the Jays. So, Gargadon's ticking down. They will be coming soon. They're not here yet. It doesn't really dodge anything in this matchup. Just, might as well put it on top, I guess. So, Brainstorm with Jace. Cascade Spell? Ugh. Emrakul. Boo. Boo to Emrakuls. Well, put back Emrakul. Put back Sacred Foundry. Play Nahiri. Take up Nahiri. Discard Spirit Guide. Play Sacred Foundry, tapped. Pass the turn, pass the turn. We gotta find one. We gotta find one to just close it out. I think we're doing it. Yeah, we can discard Emrakul to Nahiri next turn. Opponent can't Tron this turn, so we just need to hit a restore balance before they get it. Yeah, we can use it for a shuffle. There's Chromatic Star. Yeah, I guess I should have discarded it last turn for the shuffle. That is true. Gargadon's ticking down. Ticking down. We gotta hit it this turn. So we will take up Nahiri. Actually, we don't know any of the cards, right? So let's brainstorm. Alright, there's Ardent Plea. There's Ardent Plea. So put back Emrakul. Put back... Oh, this is it. This is it. We're doing it. Put back Breeding Pool. Now we will use our manas, and we will cast a Ardent Plea. I guess we should just do it with all lands, because we are going to sack again. So, actually, can we pick up a land? We can, can't we? So, actually, play Border Post, return the island. Now we can Ardent Plea. Go Cascading. Cast Restore Ballads. In response, we will do a bit of sacking to this Greater Gargadon. And I think we got you, Tron. I think we got you. Sacrifice, sacrifice. No lands. How about going back to no Tron pieces? Yes, yes. Land's gonna be completely gone. And this is it. This is it. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to really go super aggressively after cards in hand. It's not impossible. Like, maybe we want to, like, exile 4, and our opponent scoops it up. We did it. We did it. We did it. Restore balance. We're fighting. We're fighting and staying alive. It has not always been easy, and now our opponent's going to be on the play, but the power is there when things go well. All right, let's run it back. Run it back. Do it again. Huh, it's so beautiful when it works. You can see why it's so addicting. Like, super cool stuff happens when it works the way it's supposed to. Let me take a look, Julian. Yeah, it's super fun, Bear Snake. Huh. So this hand's bad outside of the fact that we can... Man. Ugh. We got a lot of cards we don't want, but we do have a pretty quick Ardent Plea. Is it quick enough? I mean, we have turn 1 Border Post. Turn 3... Alright. Everyone's saying mull. We'll mull. And... Now we have... an unkeepable hand with no mana. Alright. Come on. Come on, deck. Border Post is... or Gargadon is so sweet, but we don't actually have the mana to cast it. So I think we gotta put it to the bottom. Yes, yes. I mean, this hand's fine. I don't know if that first hand was actually good enough or not. I think it was very borderline. So I'm not opposed to mulliganing it. It was close. Oh boy. Well, we would love to draw land. That would make us very happy. We really need a land. Land turns on Blood Moon. It turns on Ardent Plea. It turns on everything. Hey, see ya, Piggy. Yeah, it was definitely borderline. Opponent's going to turn 3 Karnas by the looks. So I think our best draw is Simian Spirit Guide. Yep. So opponent has it. Simian Spirit Guide is what we need here. It's Restore Balance. Well, play the land, pass the turn. And yeah, this is... And that was a problem with the first hand, is like the ability to play Restore Balance on turn 3 was pretty good. But it's not really, yeah. I mean, that's modern. That's modern Tron. There's not a thing you can do about it. Yeah, and we scoop it up. Oh, brutal. Brutal. Man, I'm not really sure why Wizards allows Tron to remain in the format, honestly. I just really, I do not understand. If you look at that game, like, we played one semi-real game of Magic, and then we played 2 games where our opponent played on the play Karn on turn 3, which is just like non-games no matter what deck your opponent is playing. Yeah, I feel like we have run pretty bad. We've drawn a lot of restore balances at really inopportune times, and we've just mulliganed like crazy. So, like, this is just another hand that we can't keep. Like, we can't play our border post, so we just have to mulligan. I'm starting to think that maybe this is just like, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to try the As Foretold build, because I feel like this build has been driving me slightly insane. This hand actually looks reasonable. I think we... Do we keep border post? We can get white. I guess we don't need border post. Let's put it to the bottom. I was wondering if you can help me take a look at this deck. Ooh. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, we still have a border post either way. That's a fair point. Mono Black Value Town. Looks like a fun, like, Mono Black aggro idea. I think maybe probably have to figure out the numbers a little bit, but it looks fun. I don't know about Bone Picker. I just haven't found a consistent way to cast it early enough for it to actually be good. Yeah, maybe we'll try an As Foretold build at some point. That could be fun. I'm building the Stake Sisters deck. Should I add Sarah Ascendant? Yeah. Now that Sarah Ascendant is cheap, you should definitely add it or consider adding it. I don't know how much snow I'm supposed to get. I heard we're supposed to get snow, but I actually don't pay that much attention to to the weather. I'm always in here recording videos and streaming, so 1 foot, 0 feet. Doesn't make any difference to me. Opponent. Well, good news is we're going to kill some people a few times with Restore Balance, and it seems like we're going to get to do a game of Momir to wrap up tonight, which is always sweet. Yeah, something with the mana feels weird. I'm not sure what the problem is, but something... I think maybe it might be that Jace is making this deck is not right in this deck. That's what I'm leaning towards. The idea of putting back Restore Balance is nice, but I feel like it stretches your mana so much that we've actually lost more because of the mana trying to support Double Blue and Jace than it's actually helped us. Because we've never actually put a Restore Balance back into play. So I think that whoever built this deck maybe just like saw Jace was unbanned and was like, oh, it makes sense. Like, I get the logic behind it, and got Jace to fit in the deck, but I feel like it's actually a detriment to the deck. Yeah, and the other thing is, Jace requires the non-basics. When we played on budget Magic, partly because it was budget, we just had so many basics. I think maybe we had like 1 non-basic, maybe it was 0 non-basics, other than like the fetch lands. I think it was Evolving Wilds in the budget deck, but the ability to always play your border post. We've had at least 2 or 3 games where we've had to mulligan hands that looked really solid, but we didn't have a way to play a border post because we didn't have a basic land. So I feel like those are my criticisms so far. Gonna play a tuned version of this tomorrow. I don't know if we'll do two of the same deck streams in the same week, but maybe we'll do it on Thursday. I don't know where our opponent is. They're cutting into our Momir time, opponent. Come get Restore Balance so we can play a game of Momir before we wrap up. Yeah, we do need basics for the border posts. We are cascading into Restore Balance. Let me see, MTG Baker. Oh, opponent disconnected. They're having some issues. Mardu vampires. Mardu is interesting. You get some more lords, which is nice. Also, Cesnia Masquerade? I don't know if that counts as nice, but when a vampire deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Alright, I guess I forgot all about that card. Alright, while we're waiting for our opponent, we haven't done a break yet. So quick 30-second break. Be right back. Round number 5, then some Momir. So don't go away if you're a fan of Restore Balance or Momir action. Be right back. And oh, we're not back. All right, we're back. We're back. Our opponent is not back for some reason. But I found the art game, I think. Art game achieved. So I guess we can art game while we're waiting for our opponent to return. Yeah, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Blue-White Miracles, I still like Blue-White Miracles. Impossible? Oh my god. I don't know what this card is. It looks vaguely familiar. I should not have let you talk me into impossible mode. Oh, Plagued Rusalka. Rusalka? Something, I'm probably spelling it wrong, but... Plagued Rusalka. Oh, I know this one. Goblin Fire Slinger. Alright, chat. What does Goblin Fire Slinger do? What is the ability? What mechanic was it designed to support? It's from a core set. I'm super excited core sets are returning. Yep. Do you remember what mechanic this was in support of? It was... Oh, that's got to be a mountain. Do they really do mountain? I mean, I guess it is a card. Yes, Bloodthirst. It was a Bloodthirst enabler. You played it into... Oh, man, I can't remember the cards now. They were really good in Limited. There was, like, a... If you Bloodthirsted, it was a 2-mana 3/3 in red. And then there was a 3-drop that was pretty good with Bloodthirst, too. Alright, mountain. Hedron. It's not Hedron alignment. I know that. Forest? Are we just getting basic lands? Ooh. Rishkar's Expertise. I think our opponent might be back. Marrow. Like Mark Rosewater. Curion. Ion Ranger. I think I spelled it wrong, but that's the card. Oh, Orzova. Oh, it's like the worst land. It like drains for 1. Is that the card? Is it Orzov? It's like the uncommon cycle from Ravnica, right? This is the Orzov one. Oh, is that just a swamp? I was thinking Orzova Church of, yeah. Church of Deals? Ordeals. Yes, called it. Alright, last one because our opponent's back. It's a wolf in a mask with an archer. It was Orzov. Oh, it was Deals. Church of Deals. Hissing Mizma? Miasma? Wow, you're right. It's an eel. I know that. All right, we got to restore balance this person real quick. Restore balance a person. Our game is fun once in a while. We should do it more because it is fun. Serum Visions for our opponent. So we got to make sure we have mana for this. So we're going to need white. Well, let's Scalding Tarn, crack Scalding Tarn, get... an island and play a border post. Pass the turn. So next turn we can double Gargadon. This hand might work. Opponent Thought Scours. Oh, they're playing Death Shadow. Alright, so as long as we can avoid the counters, and the discard, and all that stuff. The deck list is right here. Opponent, down to 15. Do they have the Thoughtseize? Street Wraith. Oh my goodness. Come on, be a Tassiger or a Gurmag Angler. We can deal with... Alright, Gurmag Angler. Wow, maybe we just fire it off? I guess we can't fire it off. Alright, so... Ooh, Blood Moon. Jeez, we have all kinds of options. Blood Moon means we can't Ardent Plea, though, because of this mana base. Yeah, I can't believe you knew Hissing Miasma either. Scalding Tarn, crack Scalding Tarn. Take Sacred Foundry. Untapped. Suspend Gargadon. Suspend Gargadon. Pass the turn. Come on, no counters. No counters, no discard. Mills of Stubborn Denial. Just play a Death Shadow. You know you wanna. You know you wanna play that Death Shadow. Opponent gets in for 5. Down to 11. Greater Gargadon, if we get to actually cast Restore Balance, it'll make sense. Whoa! Whoa! Second time someone's done it, and this time it's in a competitive league. Woo! To the graveyard! Oh, I can't believe when people do that. Alright, now you're going to get to see why Greater Gargadon is in the deck. This is the reason why it's in the deck. Oh man, can we... Oh, we can't... Can we border post? So we tap that, we play the island, tap this, play border post, pick up the island. Wait, tap this. Island, it doesn't have to be untapped, right? 1, 2, 3. I think we can do it. So, play the island. Tap the island. Return the island to our hand. Using our red mana. Now we add white mana, exile Simian Spirit Guide, cast Ardent Plea, and this is where our Greater Gargadon is important. So we cascade into Restore Balance, and then, to make sure our opponent has to sacrifice all their lands, we sacrifice our land. So it breaks the symmetry. Opponent, boom, everything's gone. They lose their creatures, they lose their lands, we still have these Greater Gargadons sticking down, and we get to follow this up with a Blood Moon. I think that's just game. I think we just got him. I think that Blue-White Miracles is still a pretty good choice. I think so. I still like it. Whew! That's where Restore Balance is. So, and our opponent scoops it up! We got them! Oh, their balance was restored. It's so good when it comes together. I wish we ran better, because I feel like, I mean, someone 5-0'd with this league. So it's obviously possible to 5-0 with it. But I feel like we just haven't ran well enough or something, because, man, when it works, it is super amazing. Ooh, let me see Command Tower. Oh, March of the Machines is sweet. March of the Machines was a finisher in the original Budget Magic deck. And I have to say, I have not been impressed with Jace. I don't think Jace is needed or necessary. So I almost feel, I'm not going to say the budget version is better. I think Nahiri for Emrakul is a good finisher, but I feel like the extra however many hundreds of dollars for Jace, probably not really necessary, or even necessarily good. Is turn 3 Restore Balance more fair than a turn 3 Karn? It's a much much bigger restriction, I think. You actually got to jump through some hoops to play Restore Balance on turn 3. First and foremost, not playing any 1 or 2 mana cards in your deck, that's a pretty significant deck building restriction. So I think that Karn is even more unfair. Yeah, maybe we'll have to do another budget build, an updated. So what do you think of this? We've talked about this a little bit before. So we do budget magic every week. How would you feel if a month from now you'd click on the weekly budget magic, and instead of being a deck we've never played before, it's like Budget Restore Balance, a deck that we played 3 years ago, but that was 3 years ago. A lot of stuff has changed. I've hopefully gotten better at content. The metagame's changed. Would that be exciting? Would you be disappointed? Like, oh, we already did this 3 years ago. Or would you be like, oh, this is sweet. Like, it's been a long time. We wouldn't do it every week. I'm not planning on just like rehashing everything, but once a month or I don't know. Because I feel sometimes especially with Modern, I feel like it would be nice to be able to revisit some decks, because it feels weird to be like, okay, we played Restore Balance once, or we played Vampires once 2 years ago, so now we can never build another Vampire deck because we'd be rehashing it. So that part is it feels a little bit weird. So I would be happy to be able to actually use some of those decks again. I guess we just cut a couple Jaces. Yeah, let's try it like that. Alright, well, maybe we'll do that once in a while. Because I think, with the Modern decks in specific, I think it would be more beneficial to actually do a budget magic deck episode once in a while to update them. Because a lot of them, I think, have undergone a decent amount of changing, or the metagame has undergone a decent amount of changing, compared to, like, Standard, where I think the article format works really well to just update when a new set releases, because a lot of times it's just like, the decks are the same, throw in a few extra cards. But for Modern, I think revisiting and dedicating a whole episode to it is probably worth it. Well, we have a Leyline. Leyline is great against our opponent's deck, so we're going to keep. Do you cast Border Post or put them into play? Put them into... Opponent's going to Thoughtseize themselves. Wow! Oh my god, did we wreck their hand. Their hand was Thoughtseize, Inquisition, Lightning Bolt, and Asura Visions. Whoo! Oh, good game. Good game, opponent. Well played. Nice try. We got him. Oh, it's so fun when we win with this deck. Alright, Scalding Dart. Crack Scalding Dart. And we even get to Blood Moon them, which I think they just scooped to the Blood Moon, honestly. Grab an island. Play Border Post, number 1. Vampires again would be sweet. Oh, we got him good. Opponent, Steam Vents. Yeah, this was actually a fairly functional opener. Border Posts are dirt cheap. They're like, I don't even know, pennies? They're basically just like bulk commons. Maybe very slightly above bulk common, but 10 cents or something. On Moto, they're probably even cheaper than that. They're probably like 2 cents. Hoodlums with the $5 donation. Hey, why don't you check this out for me and let me know what you think? Well, thank you so much for the donation, Hoodlums. Motley Shaman, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Yeah, let's play Scalding Dart and pass the turn. Let me pull up your deck list and take a peek. Green, white, Scales proc. Ooh, that's a cool mashup. I have not seen Scales and proc together. That's super sweet. Hardened Scales, Proclamation. Proclamation does work well with all those creatures. And some human synergies thrown in. That's super spicy. I have to say, that is very cool. Kenrenko, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Opponent, lightning bolts themselves. Thought Scours. Our poor opponent. Our poor opponent. Crack Scalding Dart. I guess we'll take an island. Actually, no. We need red mana, don't we? We do need red mana. So we'll take Steam Vents tapped. Restore balance. Well, Flooded Strand. Crack it. Grab an Island. And we will Blood Moon you. And pass the turn. Pass the turn. We actually have our white mana with Border Post, and I don't think we ever need double white. And our post scoops it up. We got him. Oh, that was our deck functioning at full power and just absolutely sticking it to people. So that is the good. We got to see the good and bad. We end up with a 2-3. 2-3, I mean, not great, not the worst, but not ideal. So we are going to do Momir. So if you've been waiting for Momir, we're definitely Momiring. But we got to talk about this deck a little bit, because we got to break this down. What do I think's better, Bloodbraid or Jace? I think that Jace is better, but Bloodbraid is more impactful right now. Tibalt, just not good enough in Hollow One, I don't think. So this deck, Restore Balance is still sweet. It's still matchup dependent. We ran into the bad matchup. Griselbrand, no matter what build of Restore Balance you're playing, that's going to be a rough matchup. Jace the Mind Sculptor, I don't think it's necessary. Don't spend $600 or whatever on Jaces for this deck. It's just not worth it. They're not needed. They're fine, but they really stretch the mana, and the mana is already really bad. So I feel like Jace, as a double blue card, not really worth it. I think you can definitely experiment with an As Foretold version with As Foretold Ancestral Recall Restore Balance. I think that's cool. I think you would rebuild a lot of the parts of this deck. I don't know if you'd be playing the Border Post and stuff, because you wouldn't really need to, but I feel like that's definitely a possibility. But I feel like we gotta revisit Restore Balance again, because there's a lot of power there, and in the matchups where it's good, it is really, really good. I feel like this build, like, why is there a forest? What exactly is going on with some of these choices? So I feel like this build isn't all the way there, and Jace should probably go away, but it's still really fun, still really cool. Maybe we'll budget magic it again at some point. So that's been Restore Balance, and even better news for Momir fans out there. If you want to play some Momir, we have time tonight to sneak in a Momir match on the way out the door. Also, what's the other Momir? Mojo Stow? I really want to play Mojo Stow sometime. But at the top of our list tonight, we got Mage Knight, Goat Fiesta, one of our most consistent donators, and Orcish Veteran. So if you're on the list, yeah, we gotta play Free Win Red again. If you're on the list, send it to me. I don't think I have I don't even know how to find the avatar. What is Joria? Joira? Oh my god. Alright, maybe we'll just browse through the avatars and type in the letter J. Yeah, I don't think I actually have the avatar. Momir, you will find out in just a minute as we're gonna play it. Yeah, it was fun to play Modern tonight. So if you're scattering away, because I know Momir is not for everyone. There's a dedicated Momir base, but not everyone's into it. I think Nahiri's pretty fine in the deck. I do like Nahiri in the deck. 4, maybe you could go 3, but I think 4 is not bad. 24 Shadow, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. One last call for the Momir list. Goat Fiesta's here, so Mage Knight, you're the only one ahead of Goat Fiesta, so speak up now or else it's on you, Goat Fiesta. So on the way out the door, in case you scatter before Momir, remember, you can always find the old streams, including this stream, if you want to relive the good and the bad of Restore Balance on the replay YouTube, so check that out. Normal YouTube, if you missed last night's Budget Magic, it is a sweet one. We might actually play non-budget Huatli Cultivator tokens on Thursday, because I really like that deck in Standard right now. So, yeah, check that out on the YouTube. Against the odds tomorrow, trying to align the Hedrons. Buckle up, it's going to be an interesting one. And all the normal stuff. And then, of course, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats, and we'll be back on Thursday with another stream, 6 Eastern. So send me a challenge, Goat Fiesta. We ended up 2-3. We ran really bad and really clunky, but the deck is also really clunky, so we partly ran bad because the deck is clunky, but we were really powerful in some matchups, really bad in other matchups, so kind of up and down, inconsistent, but super fun when it does its thing. So Momir, oh, awesome, J Sweet. Momir is, I mean, you're gonna see it in a minute. I'm gonna pull up the Momir lay. That'll help explain the format. So yeah, Go Fiesta, send me a challenge if you're around, since I think you're at the top of the Momir list, or the highest member who was around. Otherwise, if we don't have any Momir list people, we will just open it up to everyone. So Momir is a super random format on Magic Online. It is really cool. It's kind of like the Hearthstone of Magic Online, I think you would say. But basically, your deck is all lands. You start with 60 basic lands in your deck. The only other card you have access to is Avatar, Momir Big Simic Visionary. Start at 24 life. Each turn, you can discard a card, one of those basic lands, and you pay X mana, and you get a random token that's a copy of a creature of that converted mana cost. So, for example, pay 1 mana, discard a card, you get a random 1-drop. Any 1-drop in the history of Magic. Could be Goblin Guide, could be Birds of Paradise, could be something that dies when it enters the battlefield. You never know. So that is the game, and you try to win with the randomness. And it's actually... It would... I love Magic a lot. I really do, Zalfast. I'm super lucky to... I get to make Magic videos all the time, and I really love Magic. So, it's pretty awesome. It's easy to... It's nice... It's nice to not have to, like, pretend that you like it. If you've ever had those, like, conversations where you feel like, oh, you're talking about a movie, and you're kind of like, yeah, that's pretty good, because you know someone else is really enthusiastic about it. It's really easy to act like you like something when you actually really do like that thing a lot. Can you find the infinite combo in this deck? It was like, Where's Waldo of Magic deck lists. Infinite combo? Well, I'm assuming it involves Aurelia somehow. Aurelia and Wayfaring Temple to go infinite with attacks? That's pretty spicy. Partner Riss? What's up, Riss? Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Hopefully I'm reading your name right. But hello. Is it not working, Goat Fiesta? Oh no. This is Restore Balance. We're trying to play some Momir here. Yeah, 60 lands. I'll pull up my list so you can see it. But 60 lands, and you got to have the 60 basic lands, and you have to have the Momir avatar in the main deck. Should do a deck with Magnivore. What's my opinion on a Masters 25? Really excited for the nostalgia of it. Little disappointed by some of the card selections, but I think it has a lot of cool stuff. I am a little concerned about the EV over the long run, like a month from now, because I feel like a lot of the cards are going to drop a ton in price, which is good if you happen to want those cards, but the reason they're going to drop so much is because they're not very high demand cards like Filter Lands and Imperial Recruiter. So it's nice that Filter Lands or Imperial Recruiter are going to be cheaper, but how many people actually need Imperial Recruiter and Filter Lands? So I feel like it's fine. It's probably better than Iconic Masters, but I don't think it's as good as like Modern Masters 2017 or some of the great Masters sets. Average Toaster, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. How's it going, Goat Fiesta? Do we need to pull up the art game? Are we at the art game while we're waiting? I have no idea what this thing is. Eels? Eels. Oh, Clean Fall. Those are eels, though. Secret? Okay. It's a secret. How in the world do they expect you to guess the card art if it's a... Oh, it's also a secret. All right, there we go. Oh, that's an easy one. That's a classic. Yes, you do. This is a classic combo card. Do I have a challenge from not yet. Still waiting. What is the card? Fast Bond. Ding, 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 ding. Good call. And, ooh, it's one of the dragons. It's the bad one. The one that puts counters on things. Vor something? Vorash? The Hunter? Ugh. This art looks vaguely familiar, but I don't know what it is. Oh, alright. So, Go Fiesta does not have the avatar at the moment, which is good news or bad news, depending on who you are. So, the good news is, since no one on the Momir list has the ability to play tonight, I will accept the first Momir challenge. So, even if you are not on the Momir list, and you would like to play a game of Momir to wrap up the stream tonight, since no one on the list is available to play, first challenge is accepted. Taken to custody? That sounds right. So first challenge, I guess I should leave this up. Oh man. I think this was the first one. Roller Pigs. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Oh no! Ugh. Sorry, Roller Pigs, you were not the first one. It was Nelram Bagard. Alright. So close. Yes, you can definitely get on the Momir list. Challenge has been accepted. I think I got the first one. That was the goal anyway. I think you do... none of the mods are here tonight, are they? Add Momir list or something? No, you're good, Goat Fiesta. No worries. All right, it's Momir time. Time to wrap up the stream with some super random Momir action. So, you will see. The main technique of Momir is typically to get to making 8 drops. So you kind of frame your game plan with the goal being to get to 8 drops. You made it for Momir. Betty SJ, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soup stream, scared losing the ability to talk at the end of the stream. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. So Restore Balance went okay. Had some really awesome games, had some really not awesome games, but it was okay. Hidden Herbalist, this is a card that I've wanted to make work in Standard, and I have never been able to make it work. We tried playing a Revolt deck right after it came out. It seems like it should be an awesome Burning Tree Emissary, but the restriction is just too much. Nether Shadow. 1/1 with haste. Legacy Dredge staple Nether Shadow. Oh, man. I should know how to add to the Momir list, but I never do it right. I think you gotta type... I don't know. Maybe Jay Zoller will mysteriously appear. It's like \add Momir list or something like that. You just type it in the chat and it automatically adds you. Well, let's get in with Herbalist. So since we want to get to 8 drops, we need to skip 1 more drop or else we'll run out of cards too quickly. So we're just going to skip on making our 3 drop and then start making 4 drops up to 8 drops. Is it working? Oh, there's a list of commands. Good job, Fajita's command. Does it... But I don't even know if this shows up in our normal thing, because it's like... Jay Zoller, like, built the bot. Like, build a Momir bot or something. I should know more about this. That's why the stream falls apart when Jay Zoller is not around, as far as Momir listing. Opponent passes. Yeah, the kids not eating tonight. We did not quite get a good enough record for the kids to eat, but they'll be all right. We went 3-2 twice on Thursday, so they're still full from Thursday. What's up, the stream? How goes it tonight? Ooh, Affin Path Mage. Could be irrelevant in the late game if there's a big board stall. Favorite card of all time? It's got to be Blood Moon. I mean, I think Blood Moon is my favorite of all time. In Standard, it's probably Panharmonicon. Sphinx's Tutelage probably bears mentioning, but it's got to be Blood Moon. I think someone figured it out. Exclamation point, join, and then Momir name. Any plans to do a legacy draft? Possibly. Ooh, Guardian Beast. Not sure if it would be on stream or for a rough drafts. We haven't done a rough drafts in a while. It's always hard with spoiler season. When we do the daily spoiler videos, make it hard to do that extra stuff outside of the main series and still get everything done. So, so that's why you're a little behind with that stuff. But hopefully, we will do a rough drafts or a live stream for it. I don't think that Panharmonicon is good enough in Soul Sisters. I think you can play it, but I don't think it's really necessary. Usually, what I found with that deck, we get a Shard Phoenix, basically a 2/2 flyer. We can sack it to Pyroclasm, non-flyers, but can't come back to our hand because it's a token. As long as untapped non-creature artifacts you control can't be enchanted, they have indestructible, other players can't gain control of them. This effect does not remove auras already attached to those creatures. This thing's actually pretty good. Slime. When it dies, make 2 2/2s. When they die, make 2 1/1s. Alright, let's make a 6. Hoping for, like, Royal Elemental. I think that's the best 6 in Momir. Ooh, boy. Come on, blue mana. Niv Mizzet Draco Genius. That is a good one. We don't have any blue mana to activate it, but oh boy. Niv Mizzet's good. Yeah, this is like bad slime. It's actually kind of a cool, flavorful card. It makes a lot of power eventually. 4 power, then 4 power, then 4 power. So that's a lot of power for 5 mana, but not an acidic slime. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature other than Zathra Demon, then each opponent loses life equal to the sack creature's power. If you can't sacrifice a creature, oh lord. This thing's absurd. That is probably going to beat us. Wow, I've never played against that. Well, 7 mana, that's the Phage mana, if we're going to get Phaged. Yeah, that's like an ultra combo. Target creature from graveyard. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Oh my goodness. Opponent's got the Momir combos. Yes, clones do work if you hit them. Yep, sacks the slime. Oh man, the demon. Well, hopefully our opponent just attacks us and we can double block. Momir's funny like that, because who would have ever, in the history of Magic, thought Xantra Demon with Mateic, whatever that thing is, slime, that's just not something you see. So it's really cool, because now, perhaps, you're building a commander deck or something, and you're like, huh, that actually worked pretty well in that game of Momir. So it's a cool way to find cards and synergies that you wouldn't otherwise see. Man, we're on the Eldrazi plan, and that's not a great plan. We actually can't attack with anything. Yeah, the Eldrazi are pretty weak in general until you get up to like the big expensive ones. Yeah, this thing's flying and indestructible. Opponent just going off with the oozes, draining our life away. Making 8 drops. Yeah, we're getting wrecked. Wrecked. We need a Bounce Kraken, Hoverguard Sweepers. Ugh. Goliath Spider. Good blocker for our flyers. Ulamog's Crusher is not bad, actually. It's fine. I don't think it's as good as... I don't know. It's fine. It's not one of the better 8-drops, I don't think. Oh! Speaking of better 8-drops, Lorthos the Tidemaker is one of the better 8-drops. Maybe. 8, 5, that's 13. I mean... These ooze tokens, we're not going to be able to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can't quite tap everything because of the ooze tokens. So close. Lorthos is so good. Usually it's game over, but oh no. Speaking of game over, yeah, there's the hoof. There it is. Oh, that's game and a half. Yup. You got us. Yeah, I guess we could have sacked the... We could have shacked this shard. Oh my goodness. I can't talk tonight. Sacked the shard phoenix. Yeah... We might not even bet dead there. Maybe that was a misplay. I'm just used to seeing Craterhoof and being dead, but you're right. 1, 2... It would have killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So would have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything would have got +5, +5. Yeah, we were probably 10. Yeah, we were probably still dead actually. But we should have sacked the Phoenix. I'm just used to, in those situations, if I see a Craterhoof, I just naturally assume, oh, I'm just like 100% dead. And I'm not used to having a Shard Phoenix out. That's a weird one. We will keep. Always keep. Momir, leave. Hey, have a good night, Bear Snake. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back on Thursday with another one. Oh, 1-drops is actually not very fun. We've tried 1-drops before. I've never actually found it to be a very fun game. 0-drops is pretty bad too. Ooh. Taunter might be fine. A way to fireball in some of our big stuff. Keep at least 1 island. Yeah. Last game, island would have been good. A lot of the times, islands are the worst things to have for a couple of different reasons. So I tend to not play them. I mean, alright, let's break my own rules. Let's just go full-on Kaleidoscope. Usually I only play swamps and mountains, but let's just play something of every color. We finished 2 and 3. We did some awesome things. We did some bad things. Ran good, ran bad. Typical Modern. Got Karned against Tron a few times. Is there any way to exploit induced amnesia in Modern? I actually... Oh man, Dormant Gamoza is so bad. So bad. So I was actually... It's funny you mentioned induced amnesia in Modern. I was actually just working on a budget magic deck featuring it, but... I don't feel like I've got it to a point where it's working yet. But I think the funnest thing you can do with it is just, like, play Spirit of the Labyrinth, play Notion Thief, and try to... When it enters the battlefield, return a non-land permanent you control to its owner's hands. Alright, well, there goes Taunter. So, yeah, and use something like Notion Thief, Spirit of the Labyrinth, try to Mind Twist. So I think that's the main, that's the main thing you can do with it, I think. Opponent, 4-drop. So, are there mana numbers that statistically produce good creatures, like Forbidden Shaping at 8 mana in Hearthstone? Yes. So this has changed a little bit, but traditionally the 8-drop slot is the best slot as far as what you're trying to get to. But compared to Hearthstone, there's a lot more cards in Magic. So there's a lot more variance, even in the good slots, like the 8-mana slot. There's a lot more variance than you would find with Hearthstone cards, just because there's so many fewer cards. Yeah, Ripjaw's not bad. It's probably just going to... Well, it's not that good. Probably going to draw an extra card and trade with one of these creatures. Ooh, Forge Master. I really want to build a Forge Master deck for Budget Magic or something. Forge Master has always been a card I really liked. And I don't think we've ever played a Forge Master deck. It seems like it's so sweet. Ugh. Huh? Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind, I'm an idiot. For some reason, I was thinking it was triggering a landfall ability on our opponent's stuff. Chartooth Cougar. Well, I guess we get in for 6. Not going to get any better than that. Yeah, I mean, if you get to 13, you're guaranteed an Emrakul. If you get to 15, those are numbers that are obviously insane. Although, you don't actually get to them all that often. You gotta hit like something that draws you cards, or the game has to go in a weird way. Usually people top out around 8 or 9. But if you get to 13, guaranteed Emrakul the Promise End. Get to 15, you have, what is it, 50-50? Or is it 1/3 shot at getting Big Mama Emrakul? Bastard. Yeah, I wish we could cycle it. I mean, I guess it's fine, but 4/4 for 6 is not really what you want in Momir. We want some flyers. Yeah, see, we broke our rule of only playing mountains and swamps, and now we got a Chartooth Cougar. Although we probably wouldn't be dumping mana into it anyway. Yeah, 10 is not bad. I think 11 is really horrible. 14, there's no creatures. That'll be interesting. Wizards at some point's got to print the first 14 drop in the history of Magic. Yeah, Phyrexian Jester is pretty good. Do you think if Wizards reprinted Doubling Season at Mythic instead of Tree of Redemption, people would be happier with the set? I think that would help. I think it's kind of funny, but I feel like Tree is where I feel like Tree really hurt like the perception of the set. I feel like people probably freaked out about Tree, I guess myself included, because I said, man, we were getting some bad creatures. Because I said some like fairly snarky things about Tree. So I think that hurt public perception, and then I think it just kind of snowballed because after Tree, everyone was like, all right, we got these rares left, we got this mythic left. And then the last mythic was a Chroma. Then the last Breck rare was Plague Wind instead of like Goryo's Vengeance. So I feel like after Tree, things just kind of spiraled out of control as far as the community's perception of the set. So would it still have spiraled out of control? Maybe. But I think if Tree of Redemption never happened, it might not have. Even though in the grand scheme of things, one mythic being bad instead of good is not actually that huge of a deal, but as far as perception, I think it did a really big number on the set. No, you just don't get a creature. I actually saw someone activate for 14, or maybe I did it myself because I wasn't thinking. But just like nothing happens and you waste all your mana. Canceled your box. I'm tempted. I'm actually interested at this point in maybe, man, do we go on the Colossus plan? If it becomes a 20/20 indestructible next turn. Yeah, I think we're going to. Play the plains, pass the turn. I'm actually kind of interested in picking up a couple Iconic Masters boxes. Iconic Masters is like 130 right now, and the EV, if you include foils, is not far below that at this point. So it's kind of close to like a free roll as far as openings. Do you think Gavin or someone will ever provide context around those choices? Maybe years in the future, but I wouldn't expect it in the super near future. Well, hopefully this Colossus gets there, because we are pretty much all in skipping multiple turns for this. So Monstrous Colossus. It does have Trample, right? Alright, yeah. 2020, Trampling Indestructible, Colossus of Akros. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, if prices on boxes do drop like Iconic Masters, then they're pretty appealing to pick up. What if they're trying to get the Iconic Masters feeling of being disappointed from buying a pack and opening a $2 Mythic? I mean, if that's the goal, nailed it. Hit it out of the park. Some really playable card prices have been crushed by MA, and they're just not popular right now. Yeah, I mean, cards that aren't seeing play and reprinted, they definitely get hammered in price. Yeah, Colossus is pretty good in Momir. Unless you're super far behind, it's pretty game ending. I mean, I don't think that Wizards would say, oh, like, we should have put more value in this set. I don't think they would acknowledge it in that way, but we saw them acknowledge Iconic Masters and be like, people are kind of disappointed about it. Ugh, opponent just got a Brood Star. And that probably is the end of them. You can get phages. I have never actually gotten phaged, but people definitely have gotten phaged. Let's make a 9, I think. We actually want to not bounce Kraken. Alright. Groznoff is pretty bad. But it doesn't matter, because we got Colossus, and Colossus should get the job done. It is just like Ultra Abyss. I will never buy the idea that Wizards can't acknowledge the secondary market. There's so many pseudo-legalistic conspiracy theories in the fan base. I think that's actually true. Like, basically, if you've seen, like, the loot box controversies and all that stuff going on, and gambling regulations, the reason Wizards can't address that stuff publicly is because I believe their official stance is that cards technically don't have value. Their value is basically 1/15 of a booster pack or whatever. So I think it is legitimate from their perspective, or they do have reasons for not addressing the secondary market. So I think that is the big reason, to avoid some of the stickier legality. So you don't think that's, you don't, well, I mean, yeah. Well, I would definitely defer to you on some of that stuff then, if you're attorney. I always assume that the not talking about finance stuff was legit. I definitely agree that some stuff, clash action lawsuit over warp cards or something, a lot of that, there's definitely some crazy stuff that is said and goes on that sounds pretty ridiculous. But I don't know, from my perspective, I can see, and I'm definitely not a lawyer, but I can see the thinking behind not talking about individual card prices. Because they go pretty far with it, where they're actually like, I don't know if you remember this, they actually at one point wrote a budget article. I think it was Gavin that wrote it, and but he couldn't talk about card prices, so it was actually pretty funny. How do you write a budget Magic article but not talk about card prices? So instead of talking about prices, it went by like rarity and tried to put like more commons and uncommons because there's more of those that were printed, but they really like twisted really far to avoid anything that was even close to hinting at card prices. We'll keep. Well, this is it. This is for the Momir crown for the night. Oh, well, thank you, Goat Fiesta. That's some good legal advice. Opponent. Yeah, I mean, that's probably true that people take a fact like Wizards. I mean, I think Wizards won't talk about card prices for legal reasons. That much is probably, I think, a fact. But then it probably is true that people run really far down that path and add more to it and kind of turn it into a big conspiracy or something. I can definitely see that. What about having players vote on the cards they want in the set? I think a community master set would be sweet. Could you imagine, like, they kind of, I think having people vote on it would be cool. They actually did that. This is some good Magic history. I believe it's Ensnaring Bridge. Someone is going to correct me, because I'm confusing two of my favorite cards now. I believe it was Ensnaring Bridge, but it could have been Blood Moon. But I'm pretty sure it was Ensnaring Bridge. They actually had the community vote on what card was going to be in 8th edition. And that's how we ended up with Ensnaring Bridge being modern legal, which is just so ironic because a lot of people hate it now. But we asked for it. Oh, it was Crucible? I swear that... I swear that it was Ensnaring Bridge. Oh, man, I guess I'm misremembering, and my story is way less exciting if it's Crucible. Alright, I believe you. Just Sally, Heart of Oceans, flying, beginning your upkeep, sacrifice it, unless you remove a counter from a permanent you control. Well, opponent's got no combos for that. Gets in. We'll Guilt Leaf Sleer. Yeah, I guess we'll make that trade. We're not going to be paying mana to make that a flyer. Let's make a 4-drop. But yeah, I think it would be cool to have a community-created master sets. I also think, like they did in I don't know, one of the core sets before it went away, where they had other people design cards. Like I think it would be cool if you had like the professor or other like community people, like for a certain number of card slots, design cards. I think that could be sweet. I don't think I would actually be a good choice, because you know it's going to be Blood Moon. I didn't even do the Great Design Search, because you know, yeah, I was going to say M15. That sounds correct. Oh, we got a discard? Not ideal. And this thing's really bad. Luminous Guardian. 1/4, can pay a bunch of mana to do not very appealing things. Every creature that's on Magic Online is... Every creature on Magic Online is available, Momir. Was I right? I thought I remembered this. Okay, so there was multiple... Alright. I was remembering part of it, but Blood Moon and Ensnaring Bridge were both on the list. So, yeah. I mean, I guess the other options were not that good, like Static Orb. As long as it's untapped, players can't untap more than 2 permanents during their untap step. That would probably be even more miserable in Modern. Or just as miserable, at least, compared to Ensnaring Bridge. But it's pretty interesting to see how close it was to some of those cards not being in the set and being in Modern at all. Can we rerun Blood Moon? Oh no. What about Magus of the Moon? Yeah, that would be me designing a master set. That is exactly it. Yeah, Kismet's sweet. Ooh, Brood Monitor. That's a pretty good hit. Any thoughts on Asforetold Static Orb deck? There's a lot of cool things you can do in Legacy, so I think it would be sweet. The problem is, it's hard to... Legacy is a hard format to pull off those kind of combos. Ooh. Tap 3 untapped white creatures. Well, come on. Come on, white creatures. You could do it. You could do it. Mother of Runes would be probably too good. I think Mother would be too good for Modern. Stacks and Commander Clash? I'll have to do it sometime. That's one of those things that you can do once in a while, but it would drive people crazy if you did it too often. There are 2-player queues for Momir, but there are not leagues right now. There used to be. It actually used to be that if you were first getting onto Magic Online, you could play... Well, it was daily events back then, but the equivalent of leagues, the roughly as far as payouts and stuff. But you could play leagues for Momir, and it was actually one of the better starter events because it was super cheap to get into. You had good prizes for doing well, and it kind of like evens things out skill-wise. Like, sure, maybe you're playing against LSV, but there's so much variance built into the game that newer players could beat everyone. But I think Wizards does not want leagues for it because you don't have to really buy an expensive deck. I think that's always been my thinking on why they didn't support Pauper sooner. Is it's just in the paper world is if they need you to buy Magic cards to keep making money. So if Pauper became the biggest format in the world and everyone was playing for $20 instead of whatever for Modern or Legacy or even Standard, that would actually be a bad thing for them. If you ever play against turns again, please do not play 4 of a kind unless you are blue-white. Ooh. Alright. 4 of a kind? I'm confused. Sounds like poker. What am I missing? If you ever play turns again, please do not play 4 of a kind unless you're blue-white. Pack one, pick one, Jace. I think you want to open Jace. Jace is just so devastating and limited. Oh, alright. That makes more sense. Don't play 4 Jaces. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Opponent's going attacking. Well, we gotta do some blocking so we don't die. Block. 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 Man, we are in rough shape. We need a really big hit here. So we're dropping to, geez, 5? Ugh. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Well, come on, Bounce Kraken. Down to 5. Swamp. We need a hit. We need a big hit. Cumulox. Not a white creature. Well, pass the turn. It is a flyer. They do lose their arcade, so we're not just dead. Opponent. Going big. 8-drop. Ooh. Ugh. Polyraptor. Ah, that's going to be annoying. Well, this is the point of the game where something happens. Once people start making 8-drops, something big, crazy happens sooner or later. Or you get Meosians. Oh, Meosian's so bad. We're wrapping up our stream. We played Restore Balance in Modern for our main stream. Now we're just closing up with a little bit of Momir. This is actually game 3 of our Momir match. Restore Balance, we went 2 and 3. I think the deck needs some tuning. Wasn't very impressed with Jace in the Restore Balance deck. And we did some really cool things in some games, though. It was very up and down. Ooh, Tidal Kraken. That can get in some damage. The tide might be turning in our favor. Start getting in with our flyers. I mean, we have a lot of unblockable damage now. We can crack in for 6 a turn. Opponent. Yeah, we try to answer pretty much all the fishmail. Oh, Leash of the Tangle. Okay. Man, makes me want to play our Budget Magic Elementals deck, or Against Odds Elementals deck. Through the Breaching, Leash of the Tangle. So here comes the opponent. Getting in, getting in. Yup. Exerts. So we take 3. We block Polyraptor. Opponent gets another Polyraptor. Alright, come on. Avatar Slaughter. Avatar Slaughter would be so good. Or a Chroma. A Chroma might not be exciting in Masters, but it is... Oh, no. Alright. That was bad. That was bad. Opponent. Well, the Crow and Legionnaire, really bad. I don't know why this is a magic card. I guess back in the day, you had to have a pretty massive downside on your 8/4s. I don't know about this attack. Block. Block. Maybe we're just dead anyway and I'm not realizing it. Block. I don't think so, though. Block. Block. I guess you block too. Actually, you block. Alright. All that stuff dies. Opponent gets more Polyraptors, though. Yeah, we gotta double block, which is actually bad because it means Legionnaire doesn't die. But we have to do this or else our opponent hits us with Liege. Alright, more Polyraptors. If only we could get rid of this Legionnaire. Come on, something. Something to get rid of Legionnaire. Huh? Lycia Sanguine Tribune. One less cast for each life you gain this turn. First strike lifelink, pay 5 life, put 3 counters on it. Huh. Interesting. It is a white creature. Oh, but Borgamos. Oh, that means if our opponent draws a land, all they gotta do is draw land. Oh, dear. Come on. Yeah, I guess we should have attacked. I was worried about dying, but yeah. Yeah, and that just does it. Good game, good game, good game, Nalarum. Borborgamos getting the job done. No Leyline of Sanctity in Momir. Yeah. I mean, I guess there's no if of them drawing a land in Momir. Oh, good game, good game. Oh, well, everyone, I think that brings us to the end for the night. So, reminders on the way out the door. Of course, we'll be back on Thursday with another one. Hey, have a good night, Lockout. Thanks for hanging out. Replay YouTube. Catch all the old streams, including this one, going up tomorrow. Normal YouTube, Against Odds, Budget Magic, all that stuff. Merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats. And, of course, big thanks to all of you. You all are amazing. It was a ton of fun restore balancing some people. So thank you for hanging out, for the donations, for the subscriptions, all that stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So enjoy the Against Odds tomorrow. Enjoy your Wednesday. And we'll be back on Thursday with another one. So until then, have a wonderful evening. Thank you again. You're all awesome. And yeah, see you on Thursday. Talk to you soon.